It's Sunday, baby. Ladies first.
Fatty and Ali, Untouchable Empire.
Let's talk about the ones we lost and the ones we still feel. Yeah. You was my ride or die, now you ghosted like smoke. Said you wanted peace, but you love that choke. Used to pull up in the Benz, pink heels in the dash. Now it's me, Ali, talking love that crash. Every queen want a king till he act too calm. They say they want safe, then they chase the bomb. Now you scroll through my life like a page you left, but the ring on your finger just tied on regret.
You were my one, my flame, my sin. I let you go, cause I couldn't let you in. Now you shine on a Sunday show, talking love that we used to know. Ladies first, but I came last, trying to heal from a broken past. If I could turn back one more day, you'll still be the one that got away. The one that got away. Got away. You'll still be the one that got away. The one that got away.
Now I'm chilling on the panel, watching hearts collide. Ollie asking questions while I swallow my pride. Kendra talking truth, Vivica feel that pain. Every story different, but the hurt the same. You said good guys finish where at the end, but I built an empire just to make amends. Now my crown too heavy, can't lie, I miss ya. Untouchable, baby, but I still picture ya.
You said I never find better, I laughed at the sound. Now I see your name when the lights go down. All the fame, the ego, the love, the mess. Still can't undo that pink dress stress. You'll still be the one that got away. Oh, baby, got away. Got away. You'll still be the one that got away. The one that got away. You were my one, my flame, my sin. We lost the truth we were living in. Now it's Sunday, ladies first play. Talking love that slipped away.
Untouchable empire, that's our name. Still burning hearts like a midnight flame. If I could turn back one more day, you still be the one that got away. Ladies first. Sunday 5 p.m. Untouchable empire. Some stories don't end, they echo.
The content presented on the following show is intended for satirical and educational purposes only. The views, opinions, and statements expressed by panelists and guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect those of the host, production team, or channel. Additionally, any third-party content featured in this program is used in compliance with fair use under United States copyright law, which allows for commentary, criticism, news report, teaching, and research. Viewer discretion is advised, and we encourage independent thought and discussion.
Yo, shout out to Fatty, shout out to Ali. It's ladies first, baby. Kick back, relax, and enjoy the show.
They say men lead the way, and behind every move, every war, every throne, has always been a woman. She nurtures, she shapes, she survives, since she speaks, not just to be heard, but to shift the room. Because when the world gets loud, and 'tis her silence that says the most, this is not about taking over. This is about finally being heard. This is Ladies First.
Like, a man is gonna do what a man is gonna do. You can't. I wouldn't want a man to tell me how to be a woman.
So the real problem with relationship is women have no trust in men anymore.
You want me to be submissive to you. You want me to treat you as the king that you deserve to be. If I am not having the mentality of a queen, if I am not having a mentality of a lifelong partner that needs to consider my man and make sure that I'm able to be here and please my man, and think of it in that manner, if I do not have that mentality, I cannot give you what you want.
Women really are doing that. Like Ali said, most women are focused on getting their degrees,
what they want to do, their personal life, making sure that they don't lose themselves in a man or their kids and things like that. And that is one of the issues with dating today. And the reason why a lot of men are cheating is because men aren't getting what they need in the home. In order to make sure your man doesn't cheat, you have to do a lot. It's a lot of work.
Y'all wouldn't believe them anyway. So if you are the ones with the issue of distrust, you are the problem. I'm sorry, you can't say a woman is the problem when you initially don't believe her when she enters the market anyway.
If you're on Instagram and your panties and bra, and he comes into your DM, what kind of respect do you think he coming in there with? And you're saying because you're a woman, you can be on Instagram in your panties and bra. As a woman who's a couple of decades older than you, and I'm going to tell you that you're going to get what you get.
There we go.
It's time to do.
What's that? All right, thank you. You good, Mr. Wanda, thank you.
Let's do a game of silence. The first one to talk loses. Welcome.
I thought.
Go ahead, Ali. You got this.
Hey, we just being funny. Welcome to another Ladies First family, man. Much love to the support, much love to the chat, much love to our panelists, man. Ladies and gentlemen, we bring you another episode. Hopefully you rocking with us still, and hopefully you rocking with the people who coming on the panel as well, too. I want to introduce our guests. We got the lovely Melanin, the lovely Jazz, and the one and only Big Rick in the building as well, too. We have some other special guests coming on as well, too. So just be a little, get your seat, get your popcorn ready. We're gonna make it hot today. And then my brother, one of the legendary ones with the Untouchables, Fatty as well in the building as well, too. So much love to everybody that's in the building. Let me see. Did anybody got any questions or anything? Are y'all ready to go? Anybody?
No, I don't have a question, but I did want to say before we started, I know it's been a while since I've been on the panel, and I know the last time Fatty and I had an exchange, it kind of went left, and that was my fault. And so I just wanted to use this opportunity to apologize to you publicly, because it was very wrong for me to do so. I felt horrible afterwards. You didn't deserve that. I take full responsibility and accountability for what I said. It was uncalled for, unnecessary, and that was just that. And I appreciate you for giving me another opportunity to work with you. You good people, and I just wanted to apologize and start with that first.
Thank
and
you
I
very
would
much.
do the same thing. I would like to do the same thing because, and shout out to Ali for
No, sir. You don't have to apologize. You have to unblock me. That's different. You have to unblock me on TikTok. At least Jazz didn't block me. So
I got you, bro.
for you, it's just an unblock. Miss Jazz, my lawyers are going to be in contact with you. I'll get $1 million out of this situation. So you will be too. Thank you very much. Thank you. I appreciate y'all for being here, friends. Once again, let's make big problems, small problems, and small problems, no problems. If y'all want to make big problems again, we are here to have fun. So let me play this icebreaker real quick to make sure before we actually get into the main event, let the rest of the guests pull up. I'm going to play this little video. Tell me, then Ali has a question for y'all. No echo, by the way, right? Nobody.
No echo.
No echo. Okay, perfect. So let's put these up, these around, and let's play.
Can I finish? See, that's the problem. When I'm talking, you talk over me. Do you want to talk? Talk. If not, when I'm talking, let me finish talking. I'll let you finish talking. You're reading the chat. Read the fucking chat. Let me finish answering the question. If not, because I got 1 second before I don't want to answer it. Matter of fact, I'm not going to answer it. See how fast that takes when your attention span goes crazy? I was gonna explain it to the chat, but I'll explain it to the chat later because this is my fucking chat. And I'll talk to the chat every day because I fuck with my chat. Now, you got your chat too. So you can pull your chat up and talk to your chat. But don't ever think you run my chat. My chat runs me. It's all about the chat. When I say it's all about the chat, this isn't some kumbaya like this is everybody's chat. Everybody got their own fucking chat. This is not your chat. That's what I'm saying. I'll tell my chat tomorrow when I wake up by myself what happened. Get it? That's how strong the chat is. That's why I fuck with the chat. The chat will never let me down. So if you thought this was our chat and they were going to just be OW Sheila for life, it don't work like that. This is my chat. You can cry all you want, but crying is cool because you start to realize that it's not always about you. You get what I'm saying? It's not about me. It's about the chat.
They were just asking. Why are you being so mean to me?
Let me.
So the question is, if the woman remains with the man after that conversation, and what happened supposedly that she kept interrupting him while he was having a live, if the woman remains and stays with the man, should we feel pity for her? And we'll start with Melon, and ladies first. We'll start with Melon and go to Jazz, and then we'll go to my brother Big Rick.
No, we shouldn't feel pity for her. But what exactly? So what did he do wrong?
No. So she kept interrupting him while he was on his live,
and
she was proceeding to interrupt him again. And then so he addressed it in that manner. If she chooses to stay, should we pity her? That's what we're asking. Okay. And why though? You got to substantiate a little bit now.
I mean, she's a big girl. She's able to say whether she likes this type of treatment or not. So if she chooses to say, she enjoys it, as far as I'm concerned.
Okay. How about you, Jazz? And Jazz, I saw you laughing too. But
why would you call me out?
I saw you laughing. Now don't put your glasses on.
And I asked myself, like, why am I laughing? It wasn't funny. It wasn't funny. For some reason, I was laughing. I can't tell you why.
You don't know why you was laughing.
I don't know why. I don't know if it was because the way she started crying. It wasn't funny though, because he was being mean. But no, I don't think that after that exchange, if she stays with him, like Melanin said, she like being there. You know, if she knows how he may respond when she interrupts him, if that's what he's showing her, and she chooses to still deal with him and is okay with that, hey, that's on her.
Before I go to Big Rick, if you ask me to take out the trash 5 times and I still haven't took out the trash, do you have the right to be mad at me?
I have a right to be annoyed. Yeah, because why do I have to tell you 5 times?
But do you have the right to be mean as well, too?
I don't know if I have a right to be mean.
Okay. All right, my brother Big Rick, what you think, my brother?
I didn't like how he talking to her. I think he could of course, I think a conversation needs to be had for sure, because that ain't how you talk to your woman, especially in front of strangers and people that's on the damn internet. So I would never handle. I get what he's saying. I get where he's coming from, but I think it ain't what you do, it's how you do it. You know what I'm saying? So I think he could have handled it a little bit better than how he handled it. So, but I don't think they want her to lead a man, because he probably used to talking to her like that. So, you know what I'm saying, that maybe that's their norm in their relationship. So he used to doing that shit. So,
but do you think if she still chooses to stay, which shows she still chooses to be with her man, does he have the right to be upset and be mean to her if he's told her that repeatedly? Because that was before, because he kept asking her to stop interrupting him while he was talking. She continued to interrupt him while he was talking.
That's why you gotta have set them boundaries, man. So that should be understood. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
Yeah, it got to be some kind of boundary, like right there when you doing man. You don't talk to your woman like that, bro. I would never do my wife like that. Like I'm talking about not behind the scenes. I own the scene. I wouldn't do that. I'm gonna speak my mind. Of course, if I felt the way he felt, I damn sure wouldn't say it like that at all.
I agree. I think like that exchange, it was a little too heated to have in front of people.
Right.
You know, he could have definitely addressed the situation in private. But again, if she's okay with him speaking to her like that and she stays,
right,
you know, that's her choice.
I agree with that too.
But I'm asking though, is there any correction? Because we'll call out the brothers for when they're doing something let's say brothers is cheating and lying on their women and doing something that is detrimental to the relationship. We're really quick to say what the man should do. Should they go any correction to her as well too? Like, should she try not to interrupt them? Should she keep from interrupting them? You get what I'm saying? Like, a lot of times it's like, dang, he was mean to her, but it's not like, yo, what did she do? And I ain't defending, like, sometimes I don't want to defend her. If a girl dresses a certain way, a man has the right to do certain things. I understand that, right? No man has the right to violate a woman just because she dresses a certain way. But every time we come to a position where we're speaking on the behavior of a woman, a lot of times we'll have understanding for the woman and be like, man, he was being mean to her, but we don't go into addressing like what actually happened so that we can help the woman correct what she's doing as well too, and think about how the man felt if he's being disrespected as well too.
No, yeah, real talk. Respect got to be across the board though, but it's still a certain way you got to handle your woman though. Every man should know that because women are different than men. So it may not. Of course, he ain't got a problem with because he's doing it, but you ain't the one being talked to like that either though. You see what I'm saying?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
if she wants to like join him on these streams, there is decorum, right? Like if he is talking, she shouldn't be interrupting him. And like, I don't know what led up to that exchange, but if that was the case and he's trying to talk to the chat or say something to his audience and she's constantly cutting him off, yeah, like it's going to be annoying. And she should learn decorum if she wants to be on the stream with him.
And I think he would have got a different response had he would watched his tone a little bit and not so aggressive with that shit. She probably would just, oh, I'm sorry, baby, my bad. Go ahead. Type shit.
So you saying when men say it kindly and respectfully to their woman and they use emotional intelligence and they say it nice, she gonna always listen.
Not always, but most of the time you'll get a different response though. Not always, because everybody different, every situation different. So it ain't gonna be the same every time. But majority of the time, if you move right and you lead how you supposed to lead, that woman ain't got no problem with following the instruction or following you or whatever the case may be. She has no problem with that. So we talk to them like we own them or something. Like a lot of men, we get with these women, whether we're in a relationship or married, and we build a relationship with them. We feel like they are our property. And when you start looking at her like that, then you lose a certain respect that you're supposed to have when you're dealing with your woman, right? Because you start talking to her like you talk to everybody else. Goddamn, it got to be something special about the woman because you chose her. So you can't be giving her the energy like and saying I love you, but you ain't doing I love you type shit. That shit don't go like that.
But if she your woman, you should have the right to correct your woman, right?
For sure, but go back to what I said. Ain't what you do is how you do it.
True, I agree with you 100%. But my point is, if we coming into a society where that actual communication is happening and then the women ain't responding to the communication the right way, how many times does she get to do it to where a man, like we're telling, like the options we giving women in society is if your woman stop listening to you or she give you a hard time, just leave her. But then that'll create a whole bunch of broken families. So if we saying a man should be the leader and the woman should be the follower, this should come to a place where a woman doesn't put her man in a position where she should have to make him speak to her like that. Because what happens a lot of times is it builds up. A lot of men just, get quiet or won't do anything typically, so they don't get in that place. So how many times, and that's what I'm saying, if we truly care about men, because I believe that women have the right to be mad. I believe women have the right to express themselves. I believe women have the right to sometimes shut down too if a man is neglecting them and violating them. When do we support men in a position where they being violated or not get cooperation from their woman, and their woman is actually love bombing and gaslighting them, that we support the man? Go, hey man, he has every right to speak to you that way when he's not getting what he wants from you. You should cooperate as a woman. He shouldn't have to leave his family to get cooperation from another woman.
I'm going to be I don't think we saw the same video. That was awful. You don't talk with your woman like that. You don't talk with your homeboy like that. You don't talk with your friend like that. Like that is, oh, the chat and the chat and the chat. What the fuck is the chat? That's your woman, right?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I wouldn't talk with a friend like that. See what I'm saying? I wouldn't even talk with the business associate like that. I think it was like it just was too much. See what I'm saying? Like 2 minutes of barraging. Of course, she's annoying or she's doing something annoying.
Right.
You have to correct her in some kind of way. And on the bigger, like, if this is something essential to the relationship, I can understand. You see what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
But streaming,
I don't think her action warrant that.
And I would tell her.
What's the point of the outrage? Like, it's Ray J. We've seen him.
No, but there's the point, right? So this is the point. She knows who Ray J is. That's why I don't feel no pity for it.
Exactly.
So I kind of agree with the sentiment. It was just too much. Like this was, because it sounded like he actually wanted to hurt her. The chat and you thought this was your chat? It's not your chat. It's my chat, and the chat never going to leave me. And It's like, damn, bro, chill. That's crazy. Like it's just that she's just excited. So. Right. I believe that a man should kind of check a woman in a way where she doesn't feel like she's being publicly embarrassed in front of everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a level of decorum. But that was too much for me. I'm sorry. Like that was. I was looking at it and I was like, okay, 20 seconds in, we got the message. 45 seconds, a minute and 15. Now you're trying. Now Ray J being Ray J. See what I'm saying? So I don't know. I just didn't sit right with me. I'm not. I feel no sympathy for her anyway. Like she knows exactly what she's doing, or with the person that she's with. So no sympathy from the Hall of Fame CPU.
Yeah, I don't think Ray J ever has displayed like mature relationship. Like like seeing him in other relationships, he's always been like that. Just kind of like snappy and that way. So I don't know if he really has like good. I just think he's immature. I think he's immature, and when he interacts with women, that it's on full display when you see the exchange.
And I agree. In a normal world of utopia, that's exactly how it should be. But we live in a world where we tell women and men, like typically women too, they'll tell women and men everyone is different. Nobody's a monolith, and that you can't tell a man or woman what's good for them, and we need to stay out their business. So a lot of times when men accept what their women are doing, we'll support it, even if we say that's not good for men. We'll call men simps and panderers when they're telling women, when they support what women like from men, especially when men say it as well too. So if we come to a position where everybody know who Ray J is, and if she's done that repeatedly and she know who he is as a person, then that's the relationship they choose to commit to. So normally I'd be like, nah, that ain't cool. But if she continue to interrupt them, and that's who he is as a person, that's who he accepts it. I mean, she accepts it. I think that we should be like, hey man, she need to get it together, because if he's doing something that's violating her as well too, and if he's not doing right by her, she has every right to shut down. She has every right to feel gaslighted, love bombed, like the conversations we have, especially when we bring in mental health. And if she has the right to become angry with her man, I'll support a man as long as he don't put his hands on her. If that's how he conducted himself at that time because of her behaviors, then I'll support it as well too. But I do believe in the normalcy of things. Nobody should be talking like that and treat each other like that. But we don't have them normal relationships anymore.
So can I be devil advocate for just a second? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What if she's like that too? What if he knew she's a talker and she doesn't shut the fuck up? Never. Mm-hmm. She just be talking, right? Because the same way he probably knows, she knows about Ray J. Like there's no way. It's like you get it with Kanye. You know exactly. There's nothing that you don't know. That man is going to want you to walk around butt naked just to get some clips, right?
Right.
But the thing is, what if she is a talker? Right, and most women are talkers.
I was about to say.
You notice, Ali, there's never a circumstance when the man and the woman are sitting together in an interview, recording and all that, and the man is talking more than a woman. Never saw it. A lot of times, actually, it looks like the man is a hostage, because the woman is like, "Oh, we do this, we do that, we do this." Even when you're doing like selling houses or selling cars, or like if
most
there's a
men-
couple, the man usually kind of chilling there, like listening, and we're like,
Yeah,
so,
you know, because the woman, a lot of time, the woman is the one that structure everything in the relationship. A lot of time, the structures it run around your woman. So if I'm at the doctor's, say I give you an example. If I'm at say we finna go get a new car, some shit like that. A lot of time, my wife do a majority of the talking. Like I talk when I feel I need to talk, but a lot of time I just sit back and let her run the play because she good at that. So whatever you good at in a relationship, right? If you good at doing certain things like credit or whatever the fuck we doing, whatever making business moves, and I'm gonna let you talk. I'm not gonna give that side of no goddamn fool. I don't know the fuck. You know what I'm saying? You can articulate it better than me, and you can bring that shit home. Then I'm gonna let my wife run that play. That's how this shit go.
And that's all I'm saying. If we accept her bipolarness, we accept when she PMSing, we accept when she inconsistent, when she got a mood swings, when she wants her way, when she want to play victim, when she focus on herself, when we always say yes, when we go in front the bill, when everything's already about her, the least we can do is be angry and address it a certain way when something we're asking isn't happening for us. So it's the least we can do is be able to be mad and cheat in peace. Now I'm joking that.
Whoa, hell nah.
I'm just joking. I'm joking about that one. I'm joking. You know, just because she give you hell in the household don't give you the right to cheat.
do you think Ray J is faithful?
Yeah,
No.
I doubt it.
That's like the Ray J. We are always going to have these, right? The woman gets with crazy guy, woman leaves crazy guy, woman tells the world how crazy he was. We kind of knew he was crazy.
Yep.
I would say crazy is like he's immature. He's not Ray J is not crazy. Kanye is crazy. Ray J is immature. I think he's to be honest.
No.
You don't know about that?
No, they both crazy. Like, Ray J's off the chain too. Fat. Something wrong with him. Something wrong with him too.
I don't think so. I think he's just playing a part.
You think
what
so?
was the most egregious thing that Ray J did other than like the LGBT stuff?
The Kim Kardashian tape that got released.
How is that crazy?
What you mean? Putting yourself out there with another woman like
it wasn't him. It wasn't him. It was Kim Kardashian mom that released that. It wasn't him.
Well, she released the tape, but
he actually didn't benefit nothing from this. He was the star on that thing. He was Ray J One Wish.
So I'll even say this: I can't pinpoint things that he done on Kanye's level. Kanye's a whole different person, right? I would agree with that, but he's a little off too. That's all I'm saying. He might not be on him making tapes about Nazis and stuff like that. I agree with you if you want to go to that level. But he
No. Let's go just on the relationship level. Kanye is batshit crazy. Kanye went to Iggy Azalea and said, "Hey, how big is your boyfriend Pin? Hey, how big is Playboy Cardi Pin?"
That shit
like,
crazy.
And you know what's funny? Iggy Azalea said that in public on Twitter, and he went to Ed and he said, "Yes, I did." Like, instead of doing a public statement saying that she was lying, he retweeted and says, "Yes, I did. Absolutely." Like, Kanye is just a level of, like, remember, Kanye used to say that he used to have intercourse with Kim watching Ray J sex tape.
Damn.
Again, there's levels to this. Like, look at his girlfriend right now, which is literally a clone of Kim Kardashian. Goes outside, has some shoes on and a hat too, in case it gets cold. The rest between her neck and her knees, there's nothing. Kanye is the final boss, in my opinion. Ray J, I think he's just funny. I never heard people like that were in relationship with him. Maybe I'm ignorant because I'm not into like that type of pop culture. I never heard people just going ballistic on him because of something stupid he did. But maybe, once again, I'm ignorant. You might get me some data or some stories that I have no idea that happened.
Yeah, Kanye on the level for sure.
Yeah, Kanye definitely on another level.
I agree with that.
Yeah, I can't deny that. He on a whole different crazy.
I'm talking about
and he still has a line of women trying to date him, which is something interesting. But maybe we should go.
Ain't that normal?
Huh?
Ain't that normal though? You think women like normal guys? They caught boring, or you think they like the crazy guys?
I think if you have money, clout, status, you can do whatever you want. Do you think any woman that we know would pick Elon Musk in a Target shop? Like if they saw Elon Musk on a Target, it's that man is handsome. Let me go ahead and like. Do you think any woman will do that?
No, I'm saying, but you know how we usually do if two guys look the same, they have all the same traits. Would a woman want the guy who's calm and boring and just wants to sit at home and chill? Would they want the crazy guy, the guy who's all just always want to go out and do and wild out? Which one you think most women would pick?
She will go for the crazy one first, and then she will go
at 40 years old when she turns 40.
The calm one later, and then she will miss the calm one and try to hook up with the crazy one just like one time in a weekend in Vegas and come back home.
I think they just like somebody that's active in the relationship, because you can be. It's such thing as being in that relationship and letting that shit die. Like I don't think you crazy because you still like to go out and still date your woman and shit. Some men get content with that shit and just we've been together a long time, so they keep running the same play over and over again. You watch TV. You got to go out and date each other, man. You got to go mingle and take trips and shit. Don't no woman want to just sit in the house and look at you all day and you looking at her and Netflix and chill every day. You got to switch that shit up. I like being at home too. I be at home. We be at home a lot, but I take my wife outside too though. Like she ain't gonna get.
I give you that. I give you that, but she got to do the same thing inside them sheets and inside that house too, right? She got to make sure it's a party up in there too. And a lot of women born in the house. A lot of women don't keep it exciting for their man in the house. And I'll tell you what, I want you. Most of anything we name that's a con that comes with the woman, whether she, like I told you, whether she don't want to cook and clean and be inconsistent, most men ain't gonna leave their wife because of that. And then if his wife ain't making them happy or his woman isn't making them happy. But like you said, if women feel like the relationship getting boring, you're not dating her, you're not catering to her, she gonna leave the relationship. Most men, you gotta cheat on him to leave.
That woman like to know that you into her, man. And when you into your woman, you don't stop moving around, going outside. That real talk. It's something that if you with this, I've been with my wife 28 years, been married 15 years, and I've been dating my wife the whole time. Like I ain't never changed who I was. Not for the worse, I changed for the better. So what I'm saying is when you y'all just go like y'all just in that shit just because you all she know and she all you know, that shit, man, you just tolerating the motherfucker then. It's not the same when y'all still in love with each other and y'all still got them going and creating memories and shit. That shit a little different, bro. You got some folks that, and like I said, my job, I feel like as a man, it's my job to keep this motherfucker, keep the fire burning. You see what I'm saying? I'm always trying to reinvent myself. You know what I'm saying? As a husband, what can I do to surprise, like wow her motherfucker? I still be trying to wow my motherfucking wife. And a lot of niggas get content. A lot of men get content. Well, man, it is what it is, and they ain't never done it, so they ain't trying to start doing it. She don't like flowers. When the last time you saw some flowers? Like, of course she's not gonna be happy and entertained by that shit if you don't never do it, because she don't expect for you to do it. You see what I'm saying?
So, and I'm happy. I think I agree with you, right? For that part, you should keep your house on fire. You should keep your woman on fire. Big Rick, what is her job, fam? Like we'll tell brothers to be Superman every single year, and I support you that man should be Superman. What is the woman's job to be Superwoman in the house, fam?
We're gonna be here all night if we talk about it, because I feel like marriage benefit the man more than the woman anyway. We just gonna keep it gangster.
And that's a fact.
Majority of the time, the biggest load fall on your woman. Your woman make your doctor's appointment. Some of these niggas don't even know how to go online and check their my chart. They don't know how to. They go to her for everything. Even when you come up with a business, when you come up with an idea for a business, you run to her to look for her to create the motherfucking business. You did a lot of men. You don't just.
You ran from my. I want to hear your part. I asked you though, what is she supposed to do and how? You use doctor's appointment.
The woman do it. Who decorate the house? Hold on 1 second. Let's do it. Since you want to know what the woman do. Who decorate the bathroom and the towels and put your motherfucking toothpaste over here? Got your favorite motherfucking whatever the fuck you use for you as a man. You got your toothpaste. You got her toothpaste. Who do the motherfucking interior decorate the furniture? Hang the TV this way. Turn that motherfucker like that. We're gonna do the carpet like that. Who responsible for all that? Who do all that?
So first of all, she gonna hijack that. Most of us let her do that. Hold on. Let's keep it real. When you buy, when you begin, when you get a house, your woman want to decorate the house the way she want to decorate it. She may take you home. So it ain't the fact that man. It ain't the fact that no man don't like decorating his house. He want to give his woman power. Hold on.
The man to play for the other team.
Big Rick, you about to get it back.
The men to play for the other team.
Hold on, you talking about real brothers, right? Real brothers want to give their woman power. That's part of the power. They want their woman to be able to choose how to decorate the house, and they'll help their woman do it as well too. You get to pick the couch out. You get to pick what color you want this house. You get to pick what car we gonna drive next. So that's why we using that against a man when that's something that's empowering for a woman to give her power behind that.
Because she ain't got to do that shit. Just because she ain't got to do it. Who got there majority of the time? Who come home? Understand something. When the woman go out at the end of the day, a lot of men come home and they sit the fuck down and do what I'm doing now. Watch football on Sunday. They don't want to. Who cook? My wife cooked today. She just got through cooking, and I went to the grocery store, went and got the food. What I'm telling you is, when we come home, we think since we pay the bills and we providers that we don't have to help with the children. We don't have to mop the floor. We don't have to wash the dishes. We don't have to fold the clothes. We don't have to none of that shit. So a lot of people act like men just come home and just help with all the way across the board. No, that ain't how this shit go. We pick and choose what the fuck we want to do based off what we level of support that we giving in the home. So especially if you the big dog, you pay all the goddamn bills. You think you don't do nothing drink, eat some food, sit around, fart in your favorite recliner, and she supposed to do every goddamn thing else. Most men do not come home and help with the kids' homework. They do not pick out the clothes that the kids gonna wear to school the next day. Niggas not doing it. Men are not doing it. We don't give a fuck.
You realize as much as you keep going, Rick, you making my point. If me and you was let me hold on. I'll let you, Rick. You done talk, fam. Let me respond to what you said. If me and you live together as roommates, and I'm working, and I let you stay at the house, and I'm always out the house, but you in there eating, moving the house around, who's dirtying up the house and who dirtying up the dishes? Is it the man that went to work or is it the woman, fam? Just real quick answer. Can you answer? No, just please, because I'm going to go say what I'm saying, because I don't want to make statements. I want to have a good fake conversation. If me and you are roommates, and then you ain't paying no bills either, and you at home, you get to sit at home, and I'm not even at the house. Who dirtying up the dishes and who's moving the stuff around that's making the house dirty? Is it the man or is the woman? Real quick, I'm asking.
It don't matter because you still are.
Okay, so let me hold on. So I thought you were going to be good faith. So I'm gonna say this. If I am sitting at home, if I'm at home by myself and my woman is working, it makes sense that I'm cleaning up because I'm dirtying up the house and I'm cooking. So I should clean up the dishes as well too. I asked you. Now, if you look at the data, we can go to the data. Majority of the men, they only have 1 hour of leisure time. They're helping their women at home as well too. So that's a false narrative. We can go to ChatGPT. Hold on, let me finish. We can go to ChatGPT. We can go to Google. Men work 8 more hours a week than that woman, but they only get 1 more hour of leisure than that woman does. So they're helping with the kids, they're helping with the homework, they're helping their women at home as well too, and they're helping with cooking. So you can look up that. We had this conversation 2 shows ago. So I'm gonna land one more time. You still can't tell me what a woman is doing for her man, because now hold on. 100%. You're telling the man to provide 100%. You telling the man to pay all the bills 100%, but you can't tell me, Rick, while we talking, what a woman should do 100%. She always got to get help cooking. She got to get help cleaning. She got to help with the kids, but she's at home. So I'm gonna ask you again. If I'm landing. This is where I'm landing. This is where Ali like. Look, we landed. Hold on one second. Rick, you get to land on your show, right? Let me land. I'm landing.
Don't debo you. So you trying to debo?
I'm landing. No, I'm never gonna debo you. No, I'm asking you to let me land, fam, because I'm not gonna interrupt you. I promise.
Land your parachute already, damn it!
He said he was going to land. Let him land and then uninterrupted. Okay, Rick, uninterrupted. You get it uninterrupted. Nobody's going to cut you off. Go ahead, Ali.
I ain't gonna let. If you tell a man,
let me say, see that why I see that I'm talking to Ali, right? Ali a man, he don't need you to defend him. See that shit.
Hey, sir, I don't know. 1 second, sir. I don't know if you know. 1 second, sir. 1 second. Sir, 1 second. I got you, sir.
Yeah, I'm banging up. Don't do that.
1 second, sir. 1 second.
I'm talking to Ali. If you want to talk to me, then you talk to me.
I don't want to talk, sir. On TikTok, one second, please. 1 second. Sir, let me tell you what it is. Let me tell you what it is. On TikTok. One second. Well, I'm explaining you the structure of the show so you understand it's not malicious. On TikTok,
you can't talk.
No, that's not the point. You are not letting him talk. That's the point.
What you want to do? What I'm saying, what you want to do?
No. 1 second, please, Rick. On TikTok, you are the host, and there's other people that are the moderators that usually help facilitate the conversation. What I'm doing, I'm not trying to silence you. What I'm saying is that let him land the point, and then you can get it uninterrupted. I'm not trying to side with him. I'm just saying let him land, and then you got it uninterrupted. Nobody interrupts you.
He not side of me. He just
Thank you. No, just my hands are here.
Because I'm landing real fast. If you say a man need to be protecting, providing 100%, what is the woman's job to do 100% where she don't need a man in the house? That's all I'm asking you.
But what I'm doing, y'all, what you mean? They washing the dishes by themselves? Cause men don't want to do that. They go to the grocery store and cook the food. Cause niggas ain't doing. We gotta act like men just doing this shit like that, brother. It don't work like that. A lot of men complain about that shit. On the weekend, you can't even find these niggas. They work Monday through Friday. Weekend, the nigga watching college football Saturday, and Sunday, the nigga tailgating, watching goddamn NFL football on Sunday. Monday, back to the same thing, back to work, away from the home. Niggas would rather be around men than they wife and they motherfucking children. A lot of men with the woman and don't even like the motherfucking woman. They just putting up with the shit because they feel like if I leave, then they stay for the kids. You ain't gotta stay in that goddamn house if you don't like that woman and you don't like what's going on. Nigga, relocate, get up out of there. I'm not gonna stay nowhere just for the kids. If it ain't right and she ain't giving me a certain standard of treatment and reciprocate what I'm putting down, I'm getting the fuck up out of here. But the fact of the matter is, most men, if you take that woman up out the household, a lot of these men can't stand and be in that same lifestyle that they with that woman. A lot of these women make these niggas look like they that nigga, but they really ain't that nigga. Women will put you on the front. You could be, if she can see the brain, the mind, the money, and everything else, but she'll put you on the front like you that nigga. And a lot of niggas be popular like that. And if you separate that nigga 6 months from that woman and look at her in 6 months and look at this nigga, he probably standing at a fishing lodge back with his mama. Most men don't elevate when they disconnect from a woman, especially a good ass woman that's done got them been there for him and when he had 2 pair of shoes and built this nigga up. Come on, man.
So again,
and by the way, ladies, pay attention to the conversation because I'm going to ask y'all who is right, Rick or Ali. Okay, go ahead.
I'm gonna ask you one more time because you ran away from my. You said if the woman ain't doing stuff, he should leave. You already talk about men leaving. I'm gonna ask you again. What is a woman's 100% job? Just like a man's supposed to provide and protect 100% of the time while he's at home. What is her job? That's 100% in her responsibility without needing a man to do it too. What is her job?
100% making sure that you got what you need as a husband, and 100% making sure them kids got what the fuck they got, what they need. Okay. Women do that every day. She got to be a wife to you every day, nigga. She got to be a mother to them kids every motherfucking day. Every day. Even when her period on and she cramping and she don't feel like it, she still got to make sure them kids, the homework done, the kids are fed, clothes on their back, and they got them doing well at school, checking in at the PTA meetings and everything else. What we talking about, man?
What I got to do with her being a mother? It's my job to be 100% father. What do I? Hold on, and this is what women do too. What does that got to do with me? Her being a mother?
You gotta respect it because that's how this shit go.
I didn't say nothing about respecting it. I said what is her 100%? That ain't for me. That's for she's a mother to my children. That ain't so. If I'm 100%. So again, you still didn't answer my question. For me,
you want me to answer. You want me to answer.
If I'm a father and provide, if I'm
providing, you want me to say, but that don't work like that. I'm telling you how I see it. This my perspective. I'm telling you I done told you what women do. You just ain't willing to take it because it ain't what you want to help. That's all.
We'll get the ladies in. I already told you that what you're saying is a myth, and it's proven that men work 8 more hours.
Women in, so ask the women in.
Especially a married. Hey, Melanin, you ever been with a dude that ain't help you?
No.
Jazz, you ever been with a dude that didn't help you? That's my point. Most women. Most men. Hold on, real quick, Jazz. You landed. Most women will only be with a man if he is helping her. Ain't no woman gonna be with no man if she ain't doing nothing for him. Most women, for a relationship to start, he has to establish that he's gonna be supporting her, he's gonna be giving her resources, and he's gonna be there for her. These relationships don't start unless a man actually cares about a woman, because he could just stay outside and do it. He ain't getting a relationship just to mistreat her. So most men get with women to do things for them.
Right.
Can I
And most women leave when you stop doing those things that you led with.
Yes. Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead, Dad.
So
Go ahead.
what I'm hearing from Rick is that a good woman is going to make a man's life easier.
Exactly.
She's going to be at work doing what a man does and helping out when he, when he can with her at the house. But 24/7, she is making sure everything else, everything that he doesn't have to pay attention to, is getting done, is getting executed. She's making his life easier, right? Like whatever that looks like in his life, a good woman is to do that. And statistically speaking, there is data that backs up that men do benefit from marriage way more than women do, because women pour everything into their marriage, into their husband, into their kids to ensure the happiness, to maintain it. A good woman does. A good woman does do that. There is proof that shows that. And what a woman should do, right? He's doing the providing. She should be reciprocal. If he is treating her and leading with love, she is going to do everything in her power to make sure that man is happy.
Exactly. Them facts.
Ain't nobody arguing with that. I agree with that 100%. A good woman. The problem is that's not most women. That's not most women. And most men are in relationships where they unhappy and they don't express their feelings, but they want to stay in a relationship because most would rather be with a woman. They care more about the peace of having the purpose with a woman than to be unhappy without a woman. So, and you're going to blame it on me, and we go, this is what I'm saying. If we're going to do that, then we can't have no pity for women when a man lying, when a man cheating, when a man running over her, because we don't care about how men are treated in relationships. That's why Fatty played this video to express the fact that if he talked to her like that, we go, hey man, he shouldn't talk to her like that. But as soon as men are being mistreated or disrespected in relationships, we go, hey man, that's the woman he chose. He should have vetted better. But we go to support a woman when they're being mistreated. If we're going to have healthy, fruitful relationships, we have to support the man and the woman to make sure we have healthy relationships. That's all
I
I'm
agree,
saying.
Ali, but I agree. But listen to what you just said. Some men will be in a relationship when he's miserable and he don't like her and she don't like him, but he's just going to be there. Why are y'all doing that?
Exactly.
Nobody is putting a gun. Hold on, give me a second. No one is putting a gun to any man's head to say that he has to be with a woman that's mistreating him. You don't get no badge of honor for that because you want to sit here and just deal with a woman that's mistreating you. If you don't have children involved, y'all don't have any assets tied together, you do not have to be with a woman that is not respecting you. It doesn't make you more of a man when you do stuff like that.
But you're talking about a man that has no ties to her, though. It's most men that stay and tolerate.
I can't hear you when I'm talking, babe. Give me 1 second. So what I was saying was that, like, if that is the case, you should love yourself enough to remove yourself from that situation and go find you a woman that is going to give you what you need and deserve. I want men to do that. Love yourself more than the situation. Because no man, and like you said, if you are going to stay in that situation, that's on you. That's your choice. But don't complain while you're in there. When it comes to like mental, financial, or whatever type of abuse or mistreatment that a woman is receiving, and she has no ties and she can easily leave if she chooses to stay because she thinks she's trying to fix it, that's her choice. But don't sit in that bullshit and be complaining that it's smelling like shit. You have the right and the autonomy to remove yourself. And I advocate for me, I encourage men to leave these women that are not treating you with respect. You deserve better than that. Period. And I agree with what Rick said. If you are married, if you do have kids, I am a believer that them kids are not enough for you to stay in a toxic relationship. Because if you're going to stay in a toxic relationship in front of children, you're showing them toxicity. You're normalizing toxicity to those children. You thinking that you're staying in that relationship is showing your kids like, well, we're going to stay together. No, they're looking at you like, why don't y'all leave each other? You hate each other. And then they're going to internalize that and become adults that think that being in a toxic relationship is what love is, and it's not. I think it benefits children better when they see two adults maturely and amicably separating and still treating each other with love and respect in front of them as children as they are growing up, even if they're not together, as opposed to being in a household with two parents who don't get along, constantly screaming at each other. The wife is disrespecting him, he's disrespecting her, and they're seeing that 24/7. No child wants to endure that. That's trauma. That's trauma for kids. So it's just like respect yourself enough as men and women to remove yourself from time. I know certain situations are harder than others, but if you're just a guy out here dating, you ain't got to deal with these women. Who told you that? Who told you had to sit up here and deal with a girl that's disrespecting you? That makes no sense. Get up out of there.
Melanie? You muted. We can hear you.
We can't hear you.
Nope.
She said, I don't know.
No, for whatever reason, it went out. Just refresh. Yeah, just refresh.
Your nails look cute.
Yeah, just refresh.
Daddy, how do I expand it?
You go to the live chat on YouTube and you click see all message. It's stop chat, live chat. Live chat is all message. Stop chat is just the one they select. On the top, there's an hour there.
Okay.
Go ahead, Melanie. Oh no, something is happening with your microphone.
Okay, I saw it.
Can you hear me?
Yes, perfect.
You're perfect now.
Okay.
See if you see now.
Okay.
I see it. I got you. You got it.
Okay. So I have wanted to respond directly to something she was saying specifically, but okay, I want to keep in mind that men that don't have any ties or responsibility to women are the ones I think that are walking away, like you're saying. But we're trying to highlight the fact that there's men that may be tied to a woman for whatever, whether it's property or children, whatever. Women are making it difficult for those men to leave if they are unhappy. They don't just let them walk away high and dry, without child support or without trying to take his finances, setting bleach to his clothes or whatever. So that's what we're talking about. The women that act erratic, if a man does decide to walk away from her, if they have any sort of ties, that man should be able to leave free and clear, as well as the other one, if he chooses.
Yeah, absolutely. If you're dealing with a woman putting bleach on your pouring bleach, I don't know, like get the law involved or something if it gets that extreme, but it's still no excuse. You know what I mean? I don't know about the financial aspect. Like, do you mean like in divorces, like they try to get alimony?
Yeah, so we're all aware that in courts favor women. Where kids are involved, divorce is involved, it doesn't favor the man. I think we are seeing a couple of instances where men are getting the equal rights of women in certain divorces, but as a whole, it's not equal across the board. It usually favors mother.
You say it don't favor men. So if you're a man that's in I don't agree with that. I feel like it goes with who's in the best position and what's best for the child. So if I'm a man and I got my stuff together, you telling me if I'm a man that got my shit together, I don't smoke, don't drink, none of that shit, got a roof over my head, car, money, and able to take care of my son or my daughter. And the mother is on drugs or some shit, and out on the street living from pillar to pole. They're gonna give because she's a woman. They're gonna give my son to the woman because that ain't how they work.
That's probably the only thing that. Do you notice how you equalize the equation? You are a decent man. You have everything put together. You don't smoke. You don't drink, and she needs to be on crack, right? Like the only way that you equalize something and you get the same treatment as a woman on family court is when she's so fucked up that you actually have to look at the dad to see what's going on. If he's a regular woman with a regular job, with regular finances, and you are a way better parent, you spend more time with the kid, you spend more money with the kid, you have better conditions to put the kid, the woman by default is going to get at very least 50-50. There's no way when a woman has everything above the father to be a good mother and the father is just an okay father that they go that way. Usually the woman get the kid during the week and you get it on the weekends like that. So it shows a lot that the woman needs to be on drugs and completely fuck up to lose the custody of their kids, while the man has to be an overachiever to even have the chance to have a situation like that. I think that's what we kind of are talking about. I have a question for you. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I don't agree with that. I disagree with that. I think they put the child in the best place that's suited for the child, based off where you at as a person, when your finances and your mental health and all that shit matters. And a lot of men ain't doing that anyway, though. A lot of men ain't finna take the goddamn kids and have them 365 anyway, because it take away from the hanging with the homeboy, going to the club and shit like that. Shit they like to do anyway. They'd rather if you gave a nigga, I feel like, this is my opinion. I feel like if you give a lot of these men the option to have the child and take your ass out child support, they ain't going for that. They'll rather pay the child support. They don't want that child 365 like the mama. Go to the doctor, go to the. They not want to do all that. Nah,
that can't be true based off statistic because single father raise a better product of child.
That was my question.
That can't be valid.
That was the question. Who raises better? Who raises kids with better outcomes, Rick? Better like single father or single mother?
I know what I see in real life. I don't care about no number. Where they get these numbers from? Because ain't nobody never called me and my wife and done no survey about how long y'all been married. Or
Keyword being you and your wife.
That's a small.
In over 20 years, but you've also stated it's over 20 years of marriage, though. So therefore, in this current time, what you're saying wouldn't be valid because you successfully had.
I was talking to you and cut me out. 1 second. Give me 1 second.
I apologize.
I feel like they go get to the worst of the worst when they doing them. They don't go to the people that doing good like me and my wife and run them. They do that shit with people that's in poverty. The dead ain't there. The mom on foods. They go to those spots and that shit ain't real, man. Come on.
Okay, but based off of that,
1 second, Mel. Hey, Rick, are most relationships 15 years old like yours?
There's a lot of folks. Brother been with his wife 15, 17 years. Been with his wife 30 years. I know niggas like that.
And my parents been together for 40 or 50. What I'm asking is, are most relationships as solid as lasting as yours?
I don't know about everybody. I can't speak for it, but yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm not the only man that been with my wife 28 years.
You just spoke on it from your experience.
Doing it. It just ain't advertised a lot because you see a bunch of bullshit. You see more bullshit than you do men like me that'll glorify my marriage and love my wife out loud because I got a big ass platform. You got me. A lot of men ain't got no platform. They not on TikTok and shit. The men that do it, they doing their work and standing on business. So yes, I think it's a whole lot of men that they're not on the forefront like me with this shit, but I think it's a hell of a lot more married men out here standing on business. So not even married, just committed relationships and doing the right thing by their women. All of us ain't fucked up.
But that's the point. The average duration of a marriage is 7 years. You are an outlier.
Let me finish right quick. You asked me a question. But my thing is this. My only problem is I don't think all men are fucked up or all men are bad, but I do think there's some bad apples in there. And I'm going to speak to that. That's what I speak to. I don't speak about all men, but I do speak to a certain group of men. And that's the problem. You have men coming up defending me on my platform. You got niggas saying they upstanding guys, they good fathers, they good boyfriend, they good husband. But why are you defending the men that with bad behavior that I speak to then? If you not that type
because we don't.
And you now hold up, but you can't act like you don't know this though. You can't act like you don't know that every man is not moving how they supposed to move. We gotta act like y'all try to dismiss this shit. And hold on. We want to talk about the bad women though. We want to talk about how women are so mean and so motherfucking angry. They want to be able to talk about what they want to talk about. When I talk about what I'm talking about, I'm gonna put sad nigga. I'm gonna
But hold on, Big Red, hold on. You said you can't. The data is wrong because you ain't experienced that. But then you saying all these men is like this, so you experience these bad men. You experience all these bad men.
I know some niggas. I saw a nigga go live every other week and call the baby my own.
I'm saying no, not internet. No. You said real life. You said hold on. You denounced the data because you just said you don't know that in real life. You don't experience it in real life. You telling me you experiencing all these bad men and bums in real life?
Nah, I didn't say no all. I said some. Don't put words in my mouth. I said some of these.
No, you said the data is false because you don't experience it.
Nobody care about no statistics, man.
And then you'll say, hold on. And you said you listen to the women. When we talked yesterday, you said you know about these dudes is wrong because they listen to the women. You don't know.
I deal with reality. I don't give a fuck about no stats.
So you know
how is that reality?
You know,
anybody can type them numbers in and put that shit in the system. Y'all, you don't know who make the stats? Who responsible for the stats?
So Rick, but that's the problem with what you say, right? One second, Rick, because we let you land, right? If you come in and you are doing a fundraiser for your people, right? For everybody that is starving or suffers from food scarcity, and my name is Fatty, and I'm like, I never starved. My food is fridge. Like my fridge is full. I order $30 of Uber Eats every day. So because I'm not experienced it, that means that it's not real. This is just numbers that Rick is putting out there. Somebody's going to call me out. Somebody's going to say, Fatty, your reality, just because your name is Fatty and you seem like you are overeating or you have a full fridge, doesn't mean there's not thousands, millions of people that go to sleep every day with the empty belly. All we were saying is that if you're actually looking at the statistics, which is a poll of people bigger than what you can see, men have better outcomes than women when they're raising their kids by themselves. And if you came with stats and said most men are cat callers, I wouldn't have no problem with that. If you came with stats and saying most men are the ones that commit most crime, I will never, like, men are the ones that have the risky behavior. Like, I would never say you are wrong because me and my friends, all church people, and we went to college, right? You see what I'm saying? Like, I would never dismiss a stat just because it doesn't apply to me and my friends. So why are you doing that?
That's good for you. You stand on what you stand on with stats. I don't fuck with stats. I deal with reality. So you got your mind made up that you a stat man, and I got in my mind.
I actually agree with
Yeah,
him.
I don't care about stats. I don't care about this.
I actually do agree with him because stats can be made up of anything.
Exactly.
To be fair, they can't, like, you don't know who's funding the study. So I understand where he's coming from. But if I could chime in, my experience is that most mothers are terrible. I think I've met maybe like 2 good mothers. I'd say they generally can't discipline the kids, just, from what I've seen. They aren't generally, I think they like the clout of the kids more than the kid itself. Like, that's why you see a lot of mothers put on like what they want. Like they might want the kid to be a doctor. The kid wants to be his own person and they say, no, be a doctor because, you got to make me look cool for my friends. The mothers are the ones that post their kids on Twitter, where there are pedophiles on that app, but they say, F it, let me get some clout off this kid. That would be my experience. But I could understand if you had a different one, sir. So I understand we all have our own, but I have not met very many good mothers. If we go into single mothers, I would say it's even less. So that would be my experience. The data does back up mine a little bit more than yours, but I do understand being critical of data because I've been in this industry 5 years and people can manipulate stats to say anything. So I do understand it.
Yes, ma'am. I agree with that part. No. That's all I'm saying. I mean,
so your mom was really good. I'm guessing you had like a really good mother, and all the moms like around you were really good.
Yeah, my mom done a great job. She done an awesome job. Great job. She raised 2 boys by herself. Done a great job.
But that's the point is most people don't like at this point. Either it's very close to 50% of relationships that the people don't stay together, or they stay together and those 50% are relationships that are lack of sex. People are not happy. People need to pay the mortgage, so they don't want to be homeless and sleep on their car, so they stay together. Like, wouldn't that actually be a reflection of what we were talking today? Even Michelle Obama said, I was miserable for 10 years. Should she leave? Because she said it. I was miserable. Those are the words. Yeah, Michelle Obama left Barack Obama as soon as she is unhappy and she doesn't see her. Like, what do you guys think?
I would love to see an uptick in men divorcing their wives when they do this bullshit. I'd say, Obama, please divorce your wife. It's time. She's got to stop disrespecting you like this. He'll never do it, but
I actually don't agree with you.
Bro. You saying if a woman give you come to you, right, and she feeling a certain type of way, and she's no longer happy with the standard of treatment that you giving her in that marriage, that she is being disrespectful, you should just tap out and leave her.
I think when it gets to the point where she's comfortable doing it publicly in front of everybody, when she really doesn't have to. Like, I mean, this is Michelle Obama. Every bill is taken care of for her, every need. What more do you want? You were married to the president of the United States. You lived in the White House. So I think when it gets to that level, I think, that's kind of torture for a man. I think more men deserve some peace. So, that would be my opinion.
But y'all said it. Hold on, before she said it, y'all need to support her because early on in the show, you said if this man ain't feeling happy, if his wife isn't cooperating, she's not doing right by him, y'all told her to leave. But I'm telling you, when y'all get comfortable, you'll take the woman's side instead of acknowledging what the man is saying. It's very hard to trust a brother who will have all these women say one thing, and we know that we see what's happening out in society. When you say your experience and brothers say their experience, most of these women ain't doing right by their men, but we listen more to the women that we know that's happening than the actual brothers who are saying it, solid or not solid. The brothers who ain't solid ain't got no right to complain, right? But the brothers who are solid, they got the right to complain. And when you see these men's wives coming up in public and doing these things, Big Rick, you got to know something wrong. Michael B. Jordan wife did him a certain way. Tom Brady wife did him a certain way. Johnny Depp wife did him a certain way. These are
Michael B. Jordan had a wife.
These are relationships too, Jazz. Being honest, okay.
What she say? What did Michelle Obama say that was disrespectful to her husband?
She wasn't happy. She wasn't happy with that man for 10. She wasn't happy with him for 10 years.
That's her truth, though. You want her to lie?
You know what I'm saying? How you just did? So if I came out and said my woman didn't make me happy for 10 years, that's not disrespect to my household.
There's Rick, you have to agree with Ali.
That's why this is.
Hey, Rick, no, one second, Ali. Hey, Rick, have you ever been sad with your woman, feel disrespectful with your woman, feel disrespected?
Yeah, I felt disrespected plenty of time, but I let her know, though. I let her know.
But did you come to the internet and you said, oh, my...
I don't just sit in. I'm not one of them men just gonna sit there and not speak on how you making me feel. See, a lot of men, they'll go tell everybody else that they got a problem with their wife. They'll go tell yes, they do. Yes, they do.
And what about you?
Go ahead all you want. Yes,
but what about you? Do you do it?
Can I finish right quick, bro?
Absolutely.
What we do, we'll run to everybody but her. Then before she know there's a problem, goddamn it done blew up in her motherfucking face. You'll go tell your mama about your marriage, you're not being happy with her. You'll go tell your partner that you weren't happy with that woman. You'll tell your brother that you weren't happy. I done seen the shit.
Well, have you heard of the principle of diminishing returns? Have you heard of that? Do you know what that is? It's essentially when you put so much into something and you realize you're going to get nothing out of it, just, to paraphrase. So a lot of guys, they know she's not going to listen. So why waste their breath? I say hand her the divorce papers, that's my opinion. I think I'd love to see an increase, especially boomer men. A lot of boomer men are trapped in these terrible marriages. I'd love to see an increase.
So they need to start telling women, okay, if it's the case, then we need to start telling women you just leaving that man because you weren't happy. They should just get the fuck out of there too. The minute that she feel disrespectful,
I totally agree.
The minute you feel like your money done decrease, you don't make the same amount of money. Your stomach done got a little fat, and your back big. She should just leave your motherfucking ass too and give you the divorce.
What I would say is women, your happiness is your own problem. So if she's in a place where she's blaming him for her unhappiness, I would say that she should leave because she's probably torturing him. So.
Nah, see, you said part of it, right? Yeah, she is responsible for all happy, but you as a man, as being a married man, I contribute to that based off the treatment that I'm giving my woman though. So I hold a part. I hold a part of that shit, whether I like it or not, because I signed up to be married.
What do you mean contributing? Is that like cheating? Like if you cheat on
what I'm saying is I contribute to her happiness based off the standard of treatment that I'm getting. If I'm dogging my woman out, staying out all night, fucking on other women, talking to her mentally abused, that contributes, that takes away from the happiness that she had within herself. So I'm responsible for that shit.
Okay.
That's what.
Hey, Rick, can I ask a question?
What's up?
If I had a woman and I went to all my friends and I was talking about our personal issues, do you think that will be disrespectful?
Nah, I don't. I definitely don't. Nah,
so if I go to Ali and I say, hey, she's doing me this.
I'm gonna tell you why, because that don't speak volumes to that woman. That speaks volumes to you as a man. Because why your woman feel comfortable to go talk to somebody other than you about what's going on? Hold on, let me.
No, I did it, not her. No, you missed the point. You missed it. I did that.
Let me answer how I took it. Then you can just tell me.
No. You know what was the question?
You just said if your woman go talk to another.
No, that's not what I said. That's not what I said. Let me rephrase it. Let me repeat it.
Go ahead.
I go to my friends. I go to the barber shop. Man, that woman, she respect me. Man, that woman does me this. That woman does me that. And I go to Ali, and then I go to Pearly, and then I go to Melanie, and I go to Jazz. I go to the gym. I go to jiu-jitsu class. Like I'm telling my problems, my internal problems of the relationship, how I feel about that woman to the external world. Do you think that's disrespectful to that woman?
We got to pick what we want. Do y'all want men to keep it in? Or y'all want men to get the shit out?
I'm asking your opinion. Do you think that's disrespect to that woman?
I don't think it's disrespect. Nah, hell no, it ain't. But make sure you have the conversation with her though as well. Make sure she know how you feel, not just your brother and your mama. To make sure you don't talk to her too.
Wait, so you do that?
No, Fat.
So, one second, now you do that?
I don't know. I ain't got no problem. I don't talk to nobody about my man, but I'm telling you as a man, if you do that
So
shit,
why don't you do it then?
Make sure, because it ain't nobody business.
There was the point with Michelle Obama. It was nobody's business. That's the point.
That's what I choose to do.
But there's the point with Michelle Obama. There's nobody's business. If she
to do is what you choose to do. I choose not to talk to nobody but my wife, because that's who I'm married to. I'm not married to my mama, so I don't bring to my mama. Talk to my wife.
Big Rick, let me ask you a question, Big Rick. See if you consistent, because something ain't sounding right. Why would a man be afraid to tell his woman?
What you mean?
Why you saying the narrative right now that men don't tell their women, they go tell other people? Why would a man I'm asking you, why would a man not tell his woman?
Because they don't want to have it right there respond. They come behind the shit. They don't want to. They feel like she won't listen.
Come on, Rick, come on. That's the point, Rick.
No, I get what you're saying. What I'm saying is, though, that should be a discussion that you have with most men. Don't like uncomfortable conversations, so they don't talk to.
Walk it down, fam. No, walk it down. He already know he about to get an uncomfortable conversation. What happens after that, fam? Does she go, you know what? I'm tired of this being uncomfortable. I'm gonna do exactly what you want now, or she gonna double down on the uncomfortable?
Depending on the situation, depending on the woman. Everybody different. You can't put all women in the same box, bro. Every woman don't react the same way.
I didn't say that at all. You just said you put all men. Look what you're doing. You won't put all women in the box, but you just put all men in the box and say they're afraid to tell their woman something.
Now hold on one second. You gotta be cause word matter. I ain't said nothing all. I said some men. So
I didn't say all. I didn't say all. You did that. You started this. You did. You said men. You didn't say most men.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. I ain't never said no.
Is it half a man? Is it half a man?
Every day, I don't never say nothing all, because nothing is always absolute across the board. I never say all. I say some.
Percent of men? So what percent of men?
I don't know. I don't care about the percent. I just know some niggas do it. How
can you say some then?
I don't care about the percentage because I know niggas that do it.
Is that logical? That's not.
I know niggas that do the shit. I know niggas that done the shit. That's how. I get what we have. You put numbers, nigga. I don't give a fuck about no number. We different. That's what we different. I don't give a fuck about no number. I don't care about my nigga. You can't make me care about that shit. I don't give a fuck about no numbers.
Hey, shout out to Rick. We love you over here.
I love you, Rick. You know I love you.
I'm keeping it against you, my nigga, but I'm just saying you do it.
Rick, that don't make sense. Rick, that don't make sense, fam. You in the business. You know how I know you. You know how I know you being disingenuous. How you see your background right there with the movie theater. You care about numbers. You gotta make sure them numbers matter to you. Everything about numbers make sure you gotta.
I definitely care about money, but I'm saying when it comes to relationships and shit like care about that shit.
You a numbers man.
A lot of, like I said, we not finna act like all these niggas out here moving like they supposed to move. A lot of time you that shit warrant. The energy that you get from that woman is based off the treatment that you giving that motherfucking woman. Women ain't just waking up cussing a nigga out, talking about walking around giving you attitude. And man, that shit don't go like that in real life, my nigga. My wife ain't never just woke the fuck up and went the fuck up on me for no reason. I've been on to never, dog. Every time she done got an attitude or we done got into it, so I done something or something happened. She ain't just waking up goddamn angry and mad and shit, man, going on with that shit.
So since you're gonna jump off that cliff too, what is most men, but you're gonna go some because numbers don't matter. You telling me there's brothers out here purposely trying to anger their woman versus making her happy?
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Why do they want to? Why do they wake up one morning? You know, I'm gonna make her mad. Why do they want to make their woman mad? Tell me. I want to help me out.
A lot of men are intimidated and they feel some type of way, especially that woman make more money than you. Let's talk about it. I had a nigga come on my line the other day, and a few weeks ago, he mad because he chose the motherfucking job where he got to break his motherfucking back, and his wife working the AC, and all she got to do is sit around and look pretty and type on the keyboard and sit in the AC. So he mad that when he got home, she asked him, "Can you help wash the dishes?" And he went the fuck out saying that he shouldn't wash no motherfucking dishes. He been working all motherfucking day. So what, nigga? You gonna drink?
She wash the dishes?
You heard it right?
Was that an everyday thing? He said, "No, she normally watched it. She just wants some assistance. Why the fuck you can't assist your wife, nigga?"
Let me ask the ladies if they agree with this. And shout out to CJ. Thank you very much for joining the show.
What I'm saying is, just because you work, see, a lot of men think just because they work, You get to come home and clock out, nigga. You still on the clock at home, nigga. Now you got to be a daddy. Now you got to be a husband or a boyfriend, whatever the fuck you. And you got some more work to do. You don't just come home and clock the fuck out and go goddamn sit in your chair and watch the game and smoke your cigar, nigga. That's how this shit go. And then expect that woman to treat you like you're a motherfucking king and respect you, nigga. Don't move. You got to earn that shit. Respect is earned.
So let's get the
I know you think that.
Wait a second, isn't this ladies first?
The three ladies, okay, Pearl, Melanin, and Jazz. Is Rick correct? Two people working. One as an air conditioner job, the woman. The man as a job that is more physical, like you said, the back-breaking job, right? Both of them get home. Who does the dishes, the man or the woman?
Nah, don't do it. That ain't what I said. Hold up. Let's tell it like
No, 1 second. Actually, no, I'm going to be fair. The man is expecting the woman to do the dishes. He's expecting her to do it. Okay.
What's
as
an
her
air
job?
conditioning job?
Huh?
Did you say an air conditioning?
Air
job?
conditioner job, a comfortable job that you don't get physically tired like that. And the man as a
let me. He ain't selling it right.
That's literally what you said.
Let me throw that part in there because this shit matter. I asked the man, "Do you always come home?" And she been sitting at home all day and the dishes are not done. He said, "No, she normally do it, but she wanted me to do it that day, and I didn't feel like doing it, and she got an attitude." So yeah, they put it. She keep the house clean. She washed the dishes, but that particular day he came in, she didn't have them washed, and she didn't feel like doing it. She asked him, could he do it, and he flew out the motherfucking lid. So so we not.
And what are their jobs like again? Can you repeat it again? What describe their jobs again?
I guess he do construction and shit. He work outside in the sun and shit. He said he.
And what does she do?
I don't know. She on the computer.
Air conditioner job. She works at the office or something like that. Like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So now you heard him, right? This man that works in the sun, works outside, comes in, and the woman asks, "Hey, can you wash the dishes?" He says, like he's expecting her to do it because she has more of a softer job. Who is wrong? Jazz, Melanin, and Pearl, please.
I don't know. I don't think I feel like work is work, whether one work is physically more, daunting than the other. Whether you somewhere sitting at a desk or teaching a class or in a boardroom, that's still mental, work that you are giving 8 hours of your day to, like still encompassing stress, regardless of what it is. It doesn't just because I'm not outside like striking wood doesn't mean that I can't be stressed out at work. And I think if two people work and two people live together, they should work together at home as well to support one another. If I'm doing the dishes, maybe you vacuuming the floor. If I'm cooking, maybe you putting loading the dishwasher afterwards. You know what I mean? It's okay to have that balance and like make it simple. It shouldn't be.
Just a quick follow-up question, Jazz.
Mm-hmm.
You come home and he didn't take the trash out, and you said, "Can you take the trash out?" "Nah, you take it, because I've been working all day." Are you going to take the trash out?
I wouldn't be with a man like that.
Ah!
What more do you want from me? Oh my God.
I mean,
but
what I'm saying is
y'all are not consistent, Jazz.
No. What I'm saying is a man that will say that, like, nah, I ain't doing it. I've been working all day. That sounds like a man of character that I don't want to deal with.
No, but let's assume that he was sweet. He was saying, "You work, I work too. I'm tired. Go take the trash." Or I took the trash the last 7 times.
That would be weird. I've never had that.
But Jazz, do you see? But Jazz, this is my point. 1 second, Rick.
Rick is not clapping.
1 second, because I want to read from the other ladies. But this is what we're talking about. Y'all want men to be have the steady things that they always do: take off the trash, fix the car, fix the seal, and if something breaks, like all these things, like y'all never say, "Hey, you changed the tire the last 3 times. It's my turn. It's not my turn." And now it's with modern tools, even a woman can change a tire. But you know that job is always expected for a man because there's a man job. So if a man works extremely hard, and you know this man is working outside, fixing things with his hands and all that, and you know usually that washing the dishes is probably like a 5-10 minute type of task that usually the person that has more of a soft life does. If I have to pick and choose and do these little things, you definitely have to make sure that you're not going to nitpick me and you are going to take the trash here and there because you have two hands just like me. So we both of it. Anybody wants to say something about
Let
this?
me explain what I mean. It's not the act of doing the trash. It is the communication. Hey, babe, can you take the trash out? Or he was supposed to, and then I got home, and then it's not, and then I asked, like, can you take it out? And he says, nah, I ain't doing it.
He says you do it. No, he says you do it. He's not mean. He's just saying you do it.
To me, that's just mean. Why?
So you're tone policing him.
So she was mean to him, right? So she was mean to him, right?
Why is that even a thing? Like, why?
If that's the case, she was mean to him. He came home. He has a harsher job. She said, "Can you do the dishes?"
That's a weird.
Why do we want?
No, one second, Rick, because I want to read for the ladies, and then you got it. Melanie and Pearl, what do you guys think about this situation? Is the same situation? Like, should the woman be expected to do the dishes since she has the softer job, or is the man to help too? If that's the
Chores
case.
are gender specific.
I'll let Melanie go first, and then I'll go.
I'm not long-winded. So for me, I would think that it is the woman's responsibility in this scenario to do the dishes. I think I think it's wrong to have any other outcome. He has a strenuous job. Only one person in this situation is looked down upon at any point if they were no longer the provider. So we don't provide men with the same lineage that we get. So for me, you can't expect the same. You can't expect for him to feel like he's doing the more strenuous work and to be equal to you, somebody that's being at home or like a pampered princess at work. He shouldn't even be coming home to dishes as far as I'm concerned.
What about you, Pearl?
Yeah, I agree. 90% of female jobs are non-essential, meaning that if we stop doing them tomorrow, the economy would be fine. Where 90% of male, where men do 90% of the essential jobs in the economy. So generally women have a lot easier jobs than men. And I don't think the dishes is that big of a deal. I don't know why we're complaining about it. Like, I mean, you know what's crazy? Men have invented so much stuff to make all the housework easier. Like they've invented dishwashers, they've invented Roombas, they've invented all this stuff that makes everything easier. And yet we still find a way to complain, which leads me to conclude that we are never happy. And my last point is that if you're the type of person that's going to keep score of every little thing in a relationship, I don't know if relationships are for you. So.
Let me get CJ and Big Rick. Oh, sorry, Mel, you already said what you need to say?
Yes.
Yes. And then Mr. Il Canali goes last because I know he has something to say. Absolutely.
If she's working an air conditioning job and she making more money and she's paying majority of the bills, then he could do some dishes.
Damn.
But if he's paying the majority of the bills, then she need to get her ass up in that kitchen and do the dishes. She working an easier job than she need to do the dishes, especially they expect the man to pay majority of the bills anyway. So she definitely need to get in that kitchen.
It's so silly.
But they're not going to be.
It's
and
like
you know what?
chores are not. Chores are not.
They are specific. They are gender specific. Because you
They're
said that
not.
taking out the
They're
trash.
not.
Well, you wasn't taking out no trash, Jazz.
Ours are so much easier
When
too.
you're single, when you're at home and you're a single man, are you not cleaning?
You were not taking out no
No,
trash.
you can't do that, Jazz. Can't do that because if that's the case, when you are single, you do all of this by yourself. So now, like if Jazz, you can
do it just because there's a woman around now.
No. But there's the Jazz. 1 second, Jazz. 1 second. When you are single, you throw, 1 second, Jazz. I got you. When you are single, you throw the trash out. You get a man. What do? You expect the man to start to throw the trash out, even though you were throwing the trash out before, right?
Right. They never test trash. Test trash, Daddy.
Expectations on people. I don't have expectations.
You don't have expectations of him doing the
expectations lead to disappointment.
No, Jazz, please.
I allow men to show me who they are, and it's up to me to decide if that's
No,
what I
Jess,
want to rock
Jess,
with.
please. Let's have an intentional conversation, like Ali says, right, Jess? You
Correct.
have a car. You are single. You, if something happens to the car, you might change the tire, right? Or ask a brother or something like that. But it's your responsibility to fix it. Once you get a man, is that admissible that you get home with a flat tire and you say, hey, baby, my tire is flat? And you say, nah, nigga, you was changing the tire before you were with me, so you go ahead and change the tire now. That's not, do you not expecting him to change the tire?
That's
The thing is that in those situations, of course I'm gonna communicate with my man before I even have to ask. He's gonna try to help me. He's gonna already try.
So you expect that?
But that's some men don't. Some men don't jump up to help their women in situations. Some men do.
Are you expecting?
But is that the man that you would be with? That's not the man you would be with.
That's okay. And that's okay.
That's why, man.
That's okay.
Y'all don't believe. Y'all don't
will be
believe in
okay
no.
with that
Y'all
too.
don't believe in that fake word of we in partnership. A man's supposed to open the door. A man's supposed to fight if somebody come at us. A man's supposed to protect the house. A man's supposed to take out the trash. A man's supposed to protect and provide. None of y'all gonna be with men that you typically. Most of y'all won't be with men that make less than you. You want to be with a man who makes equal or higher. Y'all do believe in gender roles, just the one that benefits you. You don't want to do nothing that's traditional that benefits a man. And when he tells you have to do it, man, my man's controlling. He's toxic. He always try to manipulate me to get something. All a man is asking for is for you to do your role and reciprocate and value him. I'm going to ask y'all again. I'm going to ask again. We know 100% of our job is to protect, provide, open the door, all these things. What is a woman's job 100% without complaining about it? She said, you know what? I enjoy doing this responsibility. This is my permanent job. What is a woman's permanent job?
Man, you
said be reciprocal. You said it. You said we're supposed
no,
to.
I said what? No, I didn't say that. I said,
Yes,
what is your job? No, I didn't. No, I said, what is your job? What is a woman's job?
A woman's job is to receive what her man is giving her and multiply it.
Ain't no way.
Easier.
Ain't no way, Jazz.
Whatever that means.
Well, let her land. Let her land the plane. Let her land. Go ahead.
So you tell me, Ali. You tell me, what would a woman have to do 100% for you to make sure, for you to know that this woman is doing exactly what a woman is supposed to do? I don't know. I don't got the answer. You tell me what a woman needs to do.
I'm gonna tell you this because my life ain't perfect. Nobody's life is perfect.
No,
in
just
this
tell
world,
me
right?
what a woman needs to do.
A woman, three main priorities is she's supposed to cook, she's supposed to maintain the house, she's supposed to have sex with a man on demand, she's supposed to give him as much as kids as she wants, and she's supposed to give that man peace. That's her responsibility as a woman. Period. And it should be no question. Let me finish. Y'all like to have the options to do things. You want your preferences. Yeah. Most men will let women run all over them as long as you don't cheat on another person. Most women, as soon as you don't get your way in control of him, you out the door, and you don't want no conversation. You say he ain't emotionally available, he ain't emotionally intelligent because he don't work like you. The only time y'all say y'all partners and we this and we that is if the man is doing what you want him to do. Y'all are never doing what the man wants to do because guess what y'all don't do? Most of y'all, Big Rick, contrary to what he's saying, don't go, hey, babe, hey, what's going on? Are you happy? How do you feel in this relationship? Let me finish. Am I doing all the things that you would like in this relationship to make you happy? You know what that kind of conversation for a woman is extremely uncomfortable because she's going to have to talk about all the things she doesn't do, and she got to talk about all the things that he does to benefit her if you want to have a real conversation.
And I know that two long-winded mother people on the panel aren't talking about Ali being long-winded. Jazz and Rick.
Let me get Pearl and let me get Rick, okay? Because this is kind of interesting. Like, it looks like we kind of are pegging the woman into a role where she can shapeshift depending on our mood or her body, but we are kind of putting the man in a place where he is immovable, right? If these relationships change so much and women have so much power, and the dynamic changed so much that now women are deciding a lot of things inside of the relationship, why shouldn't the responsibility to actually of the jobs and the roles that men do trickle down into the woman too? Like, if you get all this power, you get access to money, you control 80% of the consumer spending, meaning you have access to your man credit card and all these. Like, shouldn't you be responsible for the responsibilities that come with that power too? Or you guys want to stay on the same place? For Pearl and Rick.
Man, what I'm saying is, I guess I'm just different. I don't want the same standard of treatment that I give my wife. I'm not looking for her to do the same shit for me that I do for her. They don't. I'm the man. I open the car doors. I don't want no motherfucking flowers. I don't want to be treated like no motherfucking fairy tale princess. I'm not that type of nigga. So everything that I do, I understand that's shit that need to be done. I get the oil change. I go take the car to get them washed, and I enjoy doing that shit too. Because at the end of the day, if you don't do it, nigga, somebody else gonna do it. That's what you gotta understand. If you don't do it and you say you love this woman, you should want to do those things that you supposed to do. And like I said, in order for me to speak the way I speak about my wife, she got to be doing what she's supposed to do. Without me giving you a breakdown of what it is, you should know. Because that's why you think you don't see a lot of men on TikTok advocating for their marriage and getting out loud about that woman, my wife, my niggas don't do that shit on a day-to-day basis. I be on TikTok all the time. I never see niggas with men on they wife in the background talking about how long they've been together and how much you love her. He just sent her some flour. And you don't see that. What you do see is a lot of men on here saying that women are mean and women are this and women ain't that. And a lot of times it don't be the woman. Sometimes it be you as a man. It be you. You see a lot. Hold on 1 second. Different. Why you trying to cut me out, bro? Hold up. When I ain't said that about 30 minutes.
Hey, you are too sped up. Just calm down a little bit. Just because I waved it in the microphone doesn't mean I want to interrupt you. I have a follow-up question. You can finish your point.
Okay. And like I said, majority of that shit, what you get, the way you treat that woman is gonna determine the way she responds to you. You can go watch all the videos you want to, get all the numbers you want to, but the standard of treatment that you give that woman, right? So I'm gonna give you an example. My wife is very submissive. My wife is very respectful. My wife don't talk to me crazy or none of that shit. But the minute that I change the way I'm moving in the marriage, if I start staying out the three, because I give her a certain level of respect and I move a certain type of way as a married man. So the minute that I start changing the way I move and treat her, staying out 3 o'clock at night, going to strip clubs and hanging with niggas every other weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, at the cigar, she's gonna change the way she respond to me. She's not gonna be the same one. They just brought my food down. She just got through cooking, just brought my food. She's not gonna do all those things. She's doing that based off the way I'm treating her. Right? So a lot of men will treat a woman like shit and then think you're supposed to get you'll be the nigga that bring the bare minimum to the relationship and think you're supposed to get what I get. Yeah, your wife gonna be bitching at you, nigga. You don't pay the bills. You don't cut the grass. You goddamn right she gonna be on your ass.
So you said a lot of men again. You said a lot of men again. 1 second, please. So before Fleur goes uninterrupted, please don't interrupt her. Follow-up question, Rick, and please answer. Don't just answer it, right? You said
I'm gonna answer.
I got you. You said I love to do this. You said I love to do this for my woman. That's why I do it.
Right.
Do you love to do this? Does she love to cook, clean, and do all these things for you? Yeah. And if she does, why? And do you do the dishes?
Yeah, wash dishes.
But if she loves you, she'll never let you do the dishes. She'll never let you.
She's not a robot. She gets tired just like me. She's not a robot.
You a robot. Then you the robot. You said you won't let her do certain things. You keep making my point.
She love you. She won't let
her do certain things. What should you do? What should you do? Hey, Rick, what should you do?
You supposed to lighten the load on your woman. You ain't supposed to go out there and make it harder for that woman.
The woman's supposed to lighten the load on you. The woman's supposed to lighten it.
Got the muscle, so of course I'm gonna take majority of the, and I don't mind.
So what shouldn't you do? So you said she shouldn't touch the grass. What shouldn't the man have to do? Hey, Big Rick, can I land for him? What should she have to do? If you say she's supposed to lighten the load, if she's supposed to, and that's the front, and that's you want men to if you want a man to break his back for a woman, you don't want her to do nothing really. You want to brag about doing everything for her.
You ain't break your back.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
You don't break your back.
Grass ain't gonna break your damn.
My back hurt right now. My back hurt right now. You want me to break?
Don't break your back.
Y'all trying to make it look like that shit the worst.
I thought women was supposed to. I thought the women was supposed to lighten the load for us. Not we supposed to lighten everything for her.
You should be doing that.
No. no. The man is the helpmate.
So do women ever supposed to ever take things off our plate?
Did you not say him that you just cooked and went to the grocery and brought my food down here?
Yeah, but that was not the point. One second.
Hold on, let me talk. I've been sitting on my ass talking to y'all.
No, it's because you are very long-winded. Can you be a little bit quicker? Just a little bit quicker so we can have a conversation.
Go ahead. See,
listen to this, right? Hey, Rick, one second, man. Rick, I'm not trying to get you.
What I'm saying is, we're gonna have a conversation. You gotta let folk talk.
Rick, you are being Rick. A conversation is not you say something and you say.
We need to say.
Let me keep interrupting, Rick.
Do we need a timer?
You keep interrupting, Rick.
Do that because y'all think don't let me.
Okay, so let's do the timer so nobody interrupts nobody right now, and I'll do the timer, but I'm going to start. So this is what Rick, this is what you're saying, right? And I respect how you move. You want your woman to feel comfortable, so there's some things that you do. You go ahead and check the oil level. You probably pump the gas. You clean the car. You put the trash out. All that because you love her. You actually enjoy doing these things for her, right? So those things are immovable. If you enjoy doing things for her, you will do it. I'm not saying that sometimes, like on an emergency, she doesn't put gas in the car because she needs to go an extra way, right? But that's perfect, right? So that's the point. If you are a never man, she will never have to pump gas. She will never have to put the trash out. She will never have to clean the car. She will never have to this. Why is she? Rick will never have to clean some dishes. Rick will never have to clean the floor. Rick will never have to cook something. Rick will never have, like, why isn't she for you what you are for her? Why you help her do the dishes too?
I'm the man and she the woman, so we got two different roles we play in the marriage. I don't mind. See, while most men complain about and they just be doing the bare minimum complaining. I go above and beyond and I don't complain. So that's the difference. When you like your woman and you love your woman, you don't mind doing those things, and you don't compare to what she do for you. Hold on, when it's in your heart to do it and you love it, you're going to do that shit, right?
Okay, so if you don't mind doing those things, how come they don't mind taking out the trash every once in a while to take some load
What my wife look like taking out the trash? We got a grown.
Jazz, you said you do. She said they don't. He not letting his wife take the trash out.
Okay. Listen, and when my
friends.
When my man is around, I barely touch trash either. But sometimes I do. If I'm just in the moment, I'm cleaning up, whatever the case may be. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, but that's not him. He said. No, Jess, but that's not him. He said never. So the word never is strong, right? If no, I actually. But Jess, please think about it, right? If I am stuck with these jobs, this is my responsibility because I love this woman. If this woman loves me, this should be a responsibility. For example, if Rick said, I do all these, but for example, when we have kids, I never touch on some diaper. She always waking up and taking. I will be like, you know what? This is something that is fair. If he's always doing these things, it's fair that the woman has at least 1, 2, 3 things that she always does, no matter what happens. In my household, it was always like that. My dad used to do certain things in the house, and my mom used to do some things in my house. My dad doesn't do what my mom does, and my mom doesn't do what my dad does. Matter of fact, my mom will be offended if my dad goes ahead and start to clean some shit or do some shit because that's not his job. And matter of fact, most women, Ali says this all the time, most women hate when men go and clean shit because it never gets done the way that they like to be done. You didn't clean the dishes right. You didn't clean the floor right. Let me do it because I don't want even to argue about that, right?
And there
my wife like that. My wife the same way. She
there are men that are way better. And there are men that are way better cooks than women.
Right.
Who would prefer to cook in their household. But y'all are boxing genders into all these norms. If that dynamic works for you, like, because what I asked Ali was, what is it that a woman needs to do all the time to be like the woman or whatever? And he said she needs to wash the dishes, she needs to cook, she needs to be available to sex whenever he wants, he needs and she needs to have as many babies as he wants. That's what Ali wants. That's what Ali needs. That is not a standard for every man in every situation. Figure out what your standards are. Find a woman that's okay with those standards and rock out. Stop making a big deal about dishes and trash. Just find somebody that compliments you, that likes you and respects you, and is going to do everything to keep a smile on your face. Period. For women, it is like, I want to make sure this house is clean, nice, and sexy. Woo for my man, because he's doing that in the third. And sometimes he washes dishes too. That don't make him less of a man. They're doing things like when I cook, sometimes my man likes to wash dishes. I'll be like, no, I got it, baby. Woo. He's like, no, you did that. I could do this. It's just about being kind and reciprocal to one another. Everybody, you can't say every woman's obligation is to have kids when some men don't even want kids. Some women don't even want kids. Your standards are different based on the guy. Like, y'all overthinking this. And sometimes when y'all talk, it reveals how much you don't have experience with healthy relationships. Because y'all got these like weird ideologies on like, if she doesn't love you if you're washing dishes. Like, what? Is that really what y'all believe? Like, it's okay. Like, there are women out here that actually will love you and will do things naturally if they actually like you, and it will come naturally to you when you are feeling appreciated.
That's right. Agree, no.
That's absolutely 100% not true. And the problem with this is that y'all only support a woman's narrative and what they want and how they want things to be. And typically it's the man being the woman and the woman being the man when she running the household. That's what y'all find with. You content with a man doing his responsibilities and a woman's responsibility. It's never her doing her responsibility or him doing his responsibility and we supposedly sharing. That's why, and Jazz, you know I love you too. I love Rick too, but she's going to agree with everything you're saying because that's what most women want. They want a man that's doing their responsibilities and your responsibilities as well too. They're doing bare minimum, and a man come online go, you know what, man? My woman don't touch no grass. My woman don't pay no bills. My woman ain't gotta do nothing in this house. And then I go, hey brother, what does your woman actually do? And not you, Rick. Now I ain't talking about you personally. Most brothers, she put the ink in the printer. She helped me open a business. She
decorate the house. She decorate the house.
Most men cannot tell you what they woman does in the house. I agree with y'all that there's great women out there, there's great brothers out there, but for the majority of relationships, women are doing the bare minimum to get the most out of a man, and most men are taught to accept and to go, that's a real man. When I go, what's a woman's responsibility? What makes her a real woman? Whatever her man want. And then I go, most of y'all don't submit to your man in general, and most of you don't support the man in the individual man. So most women don't submit or cooperate to nobody, not even God. So let's keep it real when we have these conversations. Most brothers like you, if they can do it, they'll do everything for their lady. Are there broke men out there? Yes, sir. But they'll still get their paycheck to their lady. We got brothers come on here to make $40,000 a year. They woman make $100,000 a year, and that man still give his whole paycheck to the woman, and she's still saving her money. And that's fine if we say that. All I'm saying is, if a man is gonna break his back, and I'm gonna say break his back for his lady, damn near she need to make sure she doing something 100% where he ain't got to do it too, and she cater to that man and make sure the relationship benefits him where he has to suffer less as well too and make his life easier. That's all we saying, fam.
We literally
Can I say one thing? Hold on, guys. Let me say one thing, guys.
We're saying the same thing.
Thank you.
You got it.
And one of his points that his wife does for him is decorate the home. He act like women don't want to decorate the home anyway. If you thought you were going to decorate that house, she would not let you. She would say, no, nigga, this is I want to decorate the house. I want the house to be how I want it to be. You have no authority in decorating that house.
Has that been your experience, CJ?
You have, yes. I know that's supposed to be an experience. You're not decorating no home.
Just let them land, fam.
Nigga, but I'm saying something. Just because I treat my wife a certain way.
Hold on, fam. You asked not to interrupt. You asked us not to interrupt each other. Let him land, and you respond to him. You got the mic right after him. Let CJ land. You got it, fam.
So most men act like they're doing their woman a favor by letting them do the things that they want to do anyway. She cooks meals. She decorate the house. That's some stuff that they already want to do. They don't want you to do it anyway. They don't like your taste. So they're gonna say, no, I don't want that. That's ugly. That's ugly. That's ugly. This is what I want in my house. They think it's their home. So your point is moot anyway. And how you going at the
Yeah, that shit count. Maybe for you, right? That might work you. That might be your situation. You may do the type of thing that I do, and you don't have no input, right? You're not the man of the house, and you're not the head, and she don't respect you. So for me, that's not. I still got say so. So don't get it fucked up, right? I'm still the man. Can I talk? I'm still the man of my motherfucking house, and I am able to call shots because I paid the cost to be the boss, just like my wife. She can't little boy me because when I first got with her, I paid for her first appointment. I bought her first car. I didn't come with her broke and trying to figure no shit out. I've been having my own money, my own motion, right? So what a lot of niggas do, you come and she had to build your ass up, nigga, because you wasn't nothing till you found her. But that ain't my situation, so don't get it fucked up just because I say, see, I need my woman not for what a broke nigga or a nigga that you look at that woman as a resource. Nigga, I don't need her for a place to stay. I had 2 hours. I was trapping when I was 16, 15 years old. I had 2 hours that I was paying rent on, right? So don't get it fucked up. I don't need her for no food because I can cook my own motherfucking food. I need my wife for the shit you can't pay for, right?
Which is what?
You don't understand that, then maybe you got to.
Which is what? Which is what?
I didn't interrupt you, bro. When I was talking, you might need to go do a little bit more research and do a little bit more digging, right? So you speaking for yourself. Now you might say, I want some blue currants, and your wife be like, nah, that shit. But my wife listen to me, she respect me because I have shown that I make good choices and good decisions when it comes to what's best for us as a team, not just me. And it ain't no me and I, it's us and we and my. So my shit a little different than a lot of niggas.
I see you just long-winded and like to talk. So
hey, one second. Hey, one second. Iso, 1 second.
You short.
1 second. I will let y'all fight. If y'all keep doing CJ, you're doing the ad-lib shit. You do it. I'll literally let y'all do it. Don't do the long-winded shit if you are not ready to fight. That's just all I'm saying. Okay.
Ali, this ain't.
I got nothing to say to my brother.
Now it's fine. It's everything under control. Okay? We're going to read the super chats.
And don't think you're gonna bully me because you got 3 niggas that got a different opinion. I'm standing on what I stand on, nigga. I say what I say and I mean what the fuck I'm saying.
And you should do that, Rick. That's why you are here.
Fuck about you agreeing on me, nigga. I don't know you, nigga.
We are going to read the super chat in 5 minutes. Okay, friends. Once again, thank you very much to the 500 people watching in all platforms. I appreciate you. Please go subscribe to all the content creators that are on the show. I'm doing a terrible job linking people's links lately, friends, but I'm still around the studio. As soon as I'm done, we're good to go. Okay, please support the goals so we can get all the goals made. I'll at least need some members, and the Hamburger Fund still needs $100. Okay, thank you, Kazim, for being the sponsor of the show for now. Athena.
Yes.
Question for you, Athena.
Okay.
You have a softer job. You have a air conditioner type of job, right?
Mm-hmm.
And your husband is a farmer or he as a HVAC, whatever. Y'all come home. You ask him to do the dishes. Are you acting up, or is acting up by saying, "Nah, you do it. It's your job because my work is way harder than yours, so you do it." Like, what side do you like? Where do you stand?
I think that there are certain things that you split and certain things that you don't. Typically, guys that have those blue collar jobs, they don't work 8 hours a day. They work 10, sometimes 12 hours a day. So expecting a man to come home after 10, 12 hours and do the dishes is crazy. Even if you're splitting the bills or whatever, when you come as a partnership, you can't say, well, I pay half the bills, so you have to do this, that, whatever. Like, you help each other out, and like the dishes, I mean, that's the woman's job. And typically women don't earn as much as men. They are the jobs that they do have.
Can we equalize it, Tina? You are in the same as him. You work 8 hours, he works 8 hours. You are in the same as him. Both of y'all leave home, like you leave home at 6 and you come home at 5. He leaves out at 7, he comes up at 6. Let's go with that, right? He gets 1 hour after you. Both of you work 8 hours and all that. What are you more inclined to side with? You still do all the dishes and all these old chores?
Yeah.
You have a softer job, or you want him here and there to clean the dishes, here and there to do some cleaning, here and there to do like some of the house, the homework?
Well, asking here and there, like especially around that time of the month, you're not 100%, or let's say you've just had a baby and the baby's cluster feeding. Absolutely. But for the most part, there are certain things that women do and certain things that men do. If they're both working the same amount of hours, but blue collar jobs are really difficult. I was married to a blue collar worker, and that's not easy work. That's hard work. So to expect a man to get off after busting his butt all day, I mean, if he worked an office job just like I worked an office job, then yeah, I would say we should probably share the load and work on it that way. But if he's doing a more physically laborious job, like why would you ask him to do that when he just was outside all day? You were sitting in the office. Like no, I don't agree with that.
I'll say this because we have 1 minute and then we go to the main event, right? I think most men don't even have to be asked. They are benevolent enough to give women breaks because they know how women work. They are not. They are going to bring some food home because they kind of see that she's cooking too much. They are going to do the deep cleaning or help here and there because she been doing the day-to-day basis. So they kind of like we see this all the time. Like men are not like most men. They're not just going crazy and say, "Yeah, you get everything." You know what I'm saying? But that's the point is, you still waiting for me to die for you if something goes left. If there's a fire and there's only and the firefighter only kills one person, I'm not the one going. If there's somebody invades the house or somebody or has a problem in school, you want me to go deal with that. So in my opinion, I have no problem with relationships, with modern relationships when people do 50-50. But the problem with the 50-50 is never 50-50 because there's certain things that the woman will never do. Never. And if she does, is a complete embarrassment to the family. While the things that women are gonna now crave is, oh, the baby's crying. It was me the last time. Now it's your turn. Oh, this time I changed the diaper last time, so it's your turn. If the man started to acting like that, it was my time to touch the touch. Now it's your turn. Oh, we have a flat tire on the highway. It's your turn. Like woman will leave men in mess because for whatever reason, women be conditioned that they should be treated like men when it comes to rights, but they shouldn't be treated like men when it comes to responsibilities. And just to wrap it up, all these y'all modern women with modern relationships, get on a knee, pay for dates, buy me some shit, send me cash apps randomly. Grand Rising King, I hope you slept well. This is for your day, $50. Like, it's always this, I want to be a modern woman, but you pay for the dates. You get on one knee, you buy me the ring. Nah, either it's 100 or it's nothing. I will literally get in a relationship with you, let you feel the burden of the 50-50 you asking, and then I'm going to come to you just like you go to your drunk driver friend and you says, you see, you smash your car. Now can you let me drive? And now we good to go. But if you insist in driving, and women do that a lot, oh, okay, we're going to have a 10-hour drive. You got this, baby. I drive 5, you drive 5. Why do you have to drive 5? Nah, you wanted it. Go ahead and do it. It is what it is. Okay? So, friends.
Before you go to super chats, can I say one more thing?
Absolutely not. Yes, you can.
So women act like taking the trash out is some big deal. Like I live outside of city limits, so I have to burn my own trash. Like I have to not only take it out, I have to get a fire started and make sure it burns all the way. I think most modern people are so spoiled. They have a dishwasher, they have a washer machine, a dryer. They couldn't wash clothes by hand. They couldn't hang it up. They couldn't do any of that stuff. They can't burn their own trash. I think that sometimes women just want to complain about something. Taking the trash out is nothing. It is like if I were to be like, you know what? Like even whenever I was married, right? If I were to be like, I'm not going to take the trash out because I don't feel like it. There would be maggots, there would be flies. It would be disgusting. I just do it. It's not a difficult job. If it was something like, I mean, I could even change a tire, but if I had a man, I'd be like, no, I'm going to let you do that. Like things like that, absolutely. But taking out the trash, that's just being petty. And that's what I got to say about that.
Buckle up, everyone. It's time for some super chats.
Once again, friends, thank you very much Thank you for all the guys love and for support and the 500 being people here, watching and in we're going all to the read the super platforms. chats Okay, very Patty's
quickly.
going to get this Thank you channel very back much to main channel Mr. in a few Chris. days, so I Mr. Chris, appreciate you.
Uh,
Shout out
appreciate
to
you.
everybody
He
that's
said
watching the
today,
show on
great
every
content. I
content
appreciate you,
and
Mr. Chris.
every
Salute to you.
content creator
Salute
in
to
the
you. Salute to
panel.
you. And
The
Bapworks
TikToks
too.
and
Bapworks
IGs
says
and
the
YouTubes are going to be on the
Untouchable
description as soon as we're done with the
Empire,
show.
baby.
Shout out to
We have Mr. Terry. He
Kazim
became
with
a Patreon member. Thank you very much, Terry. I appreciate you. And Mr. Koopa.
Thank you very
He
much,
became
Kazim.
a
We
Patreon
appreciate
member.
you.
Friends, we are
Long time no
50
see.
members
Thank
on
you very much
Patreon.
for
Join the
supporting the
Patreon.
Untouchable
You have
Empire,
access
babe.
to Discord and all those things. Okay. So I'm going to drop the
We still
link
need the
in the
$100
chat.
on the fund,
Tomorrow, friends, we're
so
going to
if you
have
feel
a big
inclined,
content creator,
please
King
make
Riches,
sure to
is
support
in the building. King
Ilkanali
Riches is going to be here
and
for the first time,
Team
meeting the
Fatty
Untouchable
on their
Empire
respective
Friday.
platforms.
So 5 p.m. tomorrow. Make sure that you are here. Okay. Let me read these supers real quick and members. With the members, I want to say thank you, Mr. Ty B Trolling. I appreciate you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Mr.
So
Chef
let's go
Chopinho,
real quick.
he
Read
says,
this one. Shout out to the best
I took a last
editor
minute
in the
PTO,
building,
so
Player
now I
One.
get
Thank you very
daytime
much,
with
sir.
my Untouchable family.
For
Melanin
the
is extremely
membership, I
poised and
appreciate you.
apologetic
We have
queen
my boy
of
Fighter
this
in the
sector. Thank you
building.
so
Kid
much, Chef.
okay. Back. He says,
And we
Fatty
have
and Ali
Mauma. She
is
became a
off
member. How are
Yes,
you doing,
both
Mauma?
the ladies
We have my boy Carl
are
Anderson, of course, in the building with 5 Untouchable memberships. Thank you so
very
much.
Fighter.
We have the
We
lovely
have Jesse Rice in
Zyrex
the building, and he
with a
gifted one
membership. Thank you so
membership for the
much. Thank you
Untouchable
so
Empire.
much. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. Bronx Water
very
God says,
much. We have
Fatty, my wife
ARSME in the
loves
building with
you
a
learn English just to
$10
argue
bill.
with us. That's what
Salute to the
up.
panel.
Ali
Thank you
keeps
very much,
spitting
Snoop.
fire, my
Appreciate
brother.
you. We have
Jazz
the one and only
is a toxic
Carl
lady. Where's
Anderson,
Andrew?
man.
Man,
Carl
that's crazy.
MVP.
And finally, on the membership
Carl and
side,
Theo always
Matron
rocking
Roberts,
with us,
of
always having our
course,
back. So
always
thank you very much,
in the
Carl, for
building,
not
helping
only
us
the
get
5
all the
memberships
goals.
on my
Okay,
side,
so
but
we're
the
done
5
with that, and the
memberships
super
on
chats. We don't have a
Ilkan
lot of them,
Ali.
but let's see. We have Q, the old one, saying, "If you have to overly
Very much, Carl. Appreciate you.
explain
We have the lovely Cream.
a
She
basic."
was missing.
Oh damn. Oh. Oh, that's fucked up. Sorry about that, friends. Let me do it again real quick. Thank you very much, Bepworks. I appreciate you. Bepworks. Thank you very much for the Untouchable membership. Salute to you. Mr. Chris, thank you very much. Mr. Chris, I appreciate you for the Cash App. Okay, friends, we need $62 in the Cash App. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Once again, sorry for the technical difficulties. I didn't know that two of us were playing. Okay. Koopa, thank you very much for becoming a Patreon member. And Terry, thank you very much for becoming a Patreon member too. I appreciate that. Okay. Thank you so much. Friends, join the Patreon. We're already 50 members. The link is in the chat. Okay. The link is in the chat. Thank you. On the membership side, I want to thank Miss Zyrex. Thank you very much, Zyrex, for the membership. I want to thank Mr. Matreon. 5 memberships. Thank you so much, Mr. Matreon. I appreciate you, sir. Thank you. Zyrex. Thank you, Zyrex, for the membership. Carl Anderson, thank you for the 5 memberships. I appreciate you. Mauma, of course. Thank you very much for the membership, Mauma. And Mr. Chef Chopinho, he says, I took a last minute PTO, so now I get a time with my Untouchable family. Melanie is the extremely poised and apologetic queen of the sector. Thank you. I appreciate y'all, friends. Okay. And we have Bronx Water God saying, Fatty, my wife loves you learn English just to argue with us. Ali keeps spitting fire, my brother. Jazzy's toxic lady. Where is Andrew? Okay, so now on the super chat side, Q, the old one, it says, if you have to overly explain a basic question, ... Okay, then we have Sirius B with the $50 ball. Sirius, thank you
so much for the big dono. I appreciate you. He says, new subscriber to the channel. Great conversations. Peace to the Untouchable Empire, baby. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We have Q, the gold one. It says, the way you identify a self-centered person, ask questions, and watch them make it about them to win the argument. Mm, 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 mm. Then Many-Faced God says, shout out to Dr. Big Rick Bryan. Jazz and Rick are too disingenuous, all the goalpost moving, and deflection is next level insanity. No decorum. And then we have Ja. It says, using anecdotal experiences does not change what the general premise is. It's disingenuous. Okay. And then I got my boy Tariq with a $10 ball. I appreciate you, Tariq. Thank you very much. And then Ja comes back again and he says, let's stop the nonsense, foolishness. Most households require two incomes. If you want a man to pay for everything, then move and do as a wife should. Friends, thank you very much. I appreciate y'all. Let me update the goals, okay? We already got the memberships. Now, friends, we need the Cash App, aka PayPal member, the Hamburger Fund, okay? And I'll read the super chats on the next stop. Pearl comes back right now, and we are going to go into the racial stuff. This now is going to go bad. Tyranny pulling up. This is going to be extremely problematic from now on. So once again, I hope you enjoyed the show. Let's go back. And if you can support the Cash App, I appreciate you. We need $68. Let's see if there's any error there. Back to the show. I appreciate you, friends. Thank you very much once again for being here. Let's go to the main event. Let's go to the main event. Anyone wants to say something before we move to the next part of the show? Great. So, 50 Cent and Vivica Fox. Okay? Sounds like a story from the early 2000s, but every now and then we kind of hear whispers of that relationship again. This time was Vivica Fox. She, for whatever reason, mentioned 50 Cent. Somebody asked her, if you had to give advice to women, what would you say to them? And she says, never date 50 Cent. That's what she said. It was not me. So we're trying to figure out what's going on here. Let's hear the video, and then I'll pass it to first Pearl, Melanin, Jazz, Tina, and then the fellas.
I've said this many times before. 50 Cent was the love of my life. He was the one that, dang, kind of blew that one. Happens. I was young, had been used to taking care of myself. 50 wanted me to be his princess, and I didn't get it. I didn't get it. So, my fault. I didn't get it. So, my fault.
The man of my life, he wanted to treat me like a princess. I was used to do things by myself, and I didn't get it. So, my bad.
Did you learn anything from that relationship? Sure. Let a man be a man. Let a man be a man. Let a man be a man.
Let a man be a man. That's the lesson. So now we fast track to 2025.
That's the biggest lesson that I learned dating 50 Cent.
A few moments later.
Don't date 50 Cent. Don't date no damn rappers.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is called Deflection. You can't deal with it anymore.
And shout out to Ugly Money Mitch. Good brother. We hope to have him on the panel soon. So, friends, let's start with the ladies. Let's start with Melanin and Pearl. I have a question for y'all. Why do women chase chaos over comfort? Like, why do women seem, for whatever reason, to chase chaos over comfort? Pearl?
I mean, we love chaos. I mean, look at what we consume when it comes to reality TV and what we see on TV. It's not like we pick. it's, you know, it's not like we pick when it comes to TV these love stories where they just ride off into the sunset. We choose, like, I'm thinking movies here. Jack, what is the Titanic, right? She's falling in love with this unstable. She has the stable guy at home, and then she's really in love with the unstable one. So it's just kind of how we are. We just chase chaos, and we tend to bond with men. The more chaotic the relationship is, I think it's because of the ups and the downs. I don't know. That's kind of just how we are. What do you think, Melanie?
I think that something in a woman feels like she can fix a man, or change him into something that she wants him to be. So I think that's why they have a tendency to chase something of chaos. They feel like they can fix it.
Let me get Jazz and the Tina, and then I still.
Sorry,
ahead,
what if I add one thing? You're so right. It's like our narcissism. We want to think that we're so awesome that we're the gal that fixed him. That was a good point. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Jazz and then the Tina. Yes, Jazz and then the Tina. Why do you guys think that women are so drawn to chaos over comfort?
Why can be it's varying what the why is, but I do agree with Melanin that some women do look at certain people and think they can fix them. They think they can be the good thing that comes into that person's life and try to change them because they see them beyond what is actually being shown. So I actually kind of agree with that. But the why, who knows? You know, people do things for different reasons. It could be what you have been taught to believe is a healthy relationship. Maybe you've been exposed to chaos in your personal life, you know, as a child or your upbringing. So when you go into relationships, you look for chaos because you found comfort in that. So it just depends on the person.
What about you, Atina? Why do you think women go to chaos instead of comfort?
Okay, well, I don't want to sound like a broken record, and I'll try to keep it as short as I can, but women have 4 hormonal cycles every month. We are a little chaotic. We go through ups and downs all the time. We raise children. Children are chaotic. Like 1 second, they're in your face smiling, and then they headbutt you and then turn off and run away laughing. So we're kind of used to that chaos. And then I think so many women and men are raised by single parents in modern society. And I've said it before, like, it's like men are the bumpers in an alley or in a bowling lane, and like they keep the woman within a certain level of her chaos, right? She bounces back and forth. He's like guarding her from going flying off the walls. Well, if someone's never had that mirrored in their life and they can't see that and they don't take direction from men, then the women just kind of do whatever. Women need the correction and direction of men. And if they've never seen that in their life, they kind of just go off the walls. And it's kind of in our nature. And I think it was Jordan Peterson was talking about how there are some men who seem competent through their confidence and risk-taking, because if you look at it biologically speaking, risk-taking did lead to positive outcomes as long as it was responsible. But a lot of women are attracted to that, even if it's not in a positive way. It's not positive risk-taking, it's negative risk-taking.
Rick was nodding his head a little bit. What do you think? Why do you think the statement is wrong, Rick, that women are not attracted to chaos?
Absolutely. I think
Why you say that?
Because most men don't lead with no chaos. When you first meet a woman, you don't even show her that you got some shit going on.
Accessibility shortcut.
Most men lead with this fake ass persona that they are the man that's of her dream, and you nothing like the nigga that you had before you. So I don't think women are picking those type of men. But by the time she realized that you full of shit and you ain't the nigga that you led with, right? It's too late. She already invested her emotion and gave you her motherfucking body and shit, and that gave you her time and shit. So that's what it is. How many men walk up to women and say, I got 10 baby mamas, I don't take care of none of my kids, I can't keep a full-time job 30 days to get hired on permanent, if you fuck with me and have a baby by me, and once you make me mad and I feel some type of way about you, I'm gonna dismiss your ass and leave you up with a single baby mama and raise the kid by yourself. Men don't come at women like that. Even when you know you got problems and you ain't got your shit together, you don't present yourself in that manner. You coming like you done got your shit together, ain't no baggage, ain't your baby mama, you in good standards with your previous relationship. Men, we are very deceiving and we lead with the bullshit. We lead with a lot of times we don't end up with that shit. So that's why you get women in chaos with dealing with these men. Most women not type of bad men like that, bro. They not choosing. We choose them. They don't choose us. We choose them.
Question for Pearl, and then Yuri can actually respond, and then we go to the fellas. I see you, CJ. Pearl, do most women know about how these men move out there? Because in my head, it comes Future, Nick Cannon, Cam Newton. Like, usually the guy that has already a track record and women still flock to them. This is a very visible. I don't think this is like the woman will.
No, women know, but we hate that we love them.
That's different.
Like, oh, I love him so much. I hate it. We hate that we love the criminals, the players, the rappers, in this case, the the really unstable men we just love. And you could see this because when women are young and hot, that's who we pick. When we're old, ugly, and used up, I mean, that's when we go for the stable guys. And we do a very good job, we do a very good job convincing them we love them. So I don't know if any girl comes in and is like, I love the stable guys. It's like, at 20, did you? Usually not. So that's, and we can't help it to some degree. We cannot help that we are attracted to men that show signs of dominance. I think a lot of us we wish we could turn it off, but we can't. It's just what we're attracted to. We're biologically hardwired to do that, unfortunately. So
we're biologically hardwired to. Did you say we're biologically hardwired to want chaotic, criminal,
dominant? Yeah, dominant. Because you got to think of like Ted Bundy. He had women. Yeah, he had women writing him love letters. He impregnated a woman. He impregnated a woman while he was in prison for murdering women. This is a real Luigi Mangione.
I don't think that's a woman thing. I think that's a thing that certain women do.
Well, you are correct.
There's no Jazz, let her land and you respond. You going to get the mic. Let her land.
Not every woman does that. There's different levels of dominance. However, we are still attracted to dominant men, and that does come in the form of, if a man can kill someone else, we know he can protect us biologically. So that just is what it is.
So you find you equate dominance with, you find a man that can dominate and harm a woman attractive?
That's one way that men describe it, or that's one way that men do it, and women do select those men. So I try not to apply morality to this, good or bad, it doesn't matter, because women do pick criminals. Criminals are men that have committed a violent crime are actually more likely. They are more likely to reproduce than men that haven't. So I didn't make this world. I didn't make women write love letters to Ted Bundy.
Has that been your experience? Like, are you attracted to criminals?
Well, to be fair, I don't know many criminals, so that hasn't been my experience personally.
What about the people in your environment?
I've interviewed 1,000 people. A good chunk of them did, procreate and date men with felonies. That's not uncommon. So especially in the Black community, if we're going to be honest, that's I was going to comment. So I don't know why you're pretending to not know what I'm talking about. You can gaslight these simps, but you can't gaslight me.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't think you know anything about the Black community, but I will say about the white community, it's a lot of white women that find men who kill other women attractive. Those are the women that were
true, but I won't gaslight you about it. I won't gaslight you. I would say that's true. That's true. There are white women that do that.
I can't hear you.
Yeah, completely.
Hold on, real quick. Hey, hold on. I'm gonna say it again. Hold on, real quick, Pearl.
I can't hear you while I'm talking. I don't even know why she even brought up the Black community.
You can't say that until she lands. Like I want you to. Right now, we got strong personalities on the panel. Please let the person finish and then respond. You can't say the person interrupted you, and while you talking over me while I'm talking, if you already interrupted the person, let her finish. You the first person that respond. They can respond to her, Jazz. You're the first person. Just let her land.
I did let her land.
No, you didn't let her land, Jazz.
Okay.
It's fine. Let's start now.
Okay, well, you asked me why I brought it up, the black community, because you're black, so you would know. Because like I don't.
That is
it's like the same reason you brought up the white community because I'm white.
I didn't
have
bring
eyes, you know.
If you're done, first of all, that's very disrespectful.
It's very
I didn't-
disrespectful.
This
No,
was
it's
a
not.
conversation about.
Yes, it is.
No, it's very
Hey,
disrespectful.
friends, we don't need that leaves. Jess can handle it. Let her handle it.
Go ahead.
So, like I said,
again,
we
you're
were talking about.
offended. Next.
Go ahead, Jess. Let
Y'all
Jess
gonna
finish,
allow
please.
this?
Let's go ahead, Jess.
I will. Yeah, go ahead.
Jess,
So, like I said, we were speaking about relationships in general. Nobody said anything about black or white until you brought it up, and for what reason I don't know. It didn't add anything to the conversation. First of all, you're speaking on the nature of women and how we are all naturally attracted to men who are criminals, and then you made a point to
women
say,
in particular, yeah.
excuse me, no, that is not the case at all for black women. Now, if you're talking about people that are in poverty, people that live in certain situations and
60%
are
of black men have been arrested by the.
Can you stop cutting her off?
Hey, one sec. Hey, friends, one second. I got you.
She's cutting me off, Ali.
I got you, Jess. You don't have to ask. I got you.
Sorry.
You all right?
Crashing out. My bad.
Just make some notes, Pearl. Let her finish and then you got it. Go ahead, Jess.
That's my fault.
It's fine. It's fine. Go ahead, Jess. Uninterrupted.
It's just weird that you would even have to bring up a race of people to even have the conversation, which lets me know that you don't really have information on the conversation. You're just spewing points to try to get a rise out of people because that's all you know. As it pertains to why women choose the women they want or the kind of men that they date, there are so many different reasons for that. You can't equate a person that has a felony to them being a violent criminal. That's not always the case, because I agree there are some people that marry men and women that have felonies in their background. That doesn't necessarily mean that they are violent. And then to say that black women are the most prone to violent criminals within our community, you don't know shit about our community, Pearl. And if we're going to talk about what's happening, if we're going to make it about a race thing, let's figure out what's going on in these white communities, in these white homes, when you all are raising all the mass shooters, y'all raising kids that are taking guns to shoot at other kids, y'all going into public spaces, and I'm sure you're going to talk about black on black crime or whatever, but we can debunk all of that because that's through proximity. The point is that you didn't have to make it about black or white. Keep it general, because it's very disrespectful for you to try to pigeonhole black women when you don't know any of us at all, to make that assumption that that's what we are prone to. None of these women on this stage, myself, Tyranny, or even Athena, are dating any man that is of a criminal or that are violent. So watch what you say up here. You got a really smart mouth. And if you're going to have the conversation, try to be respectful. And all this trying to get me to hurry up, I'm going to take my motherfucking time.
Oh my God. Can we get
Hey, there was the rules. She has the hey, friends. We don't need it. When she lands, Pearl will have all the chance to reply. Everybody going to be quiet. Go ahead. You done, Jess?
Yeah, I'm done. I don't understand why that was accepted. Like that was
wait. One second.
Okay.
We shouldn't accept what she said.
To say that you should know as a black woman because you all date criminals when
So Jess, one second. So this is my opinion, Jess, and correct me if I'm wrong. She punched you in the face. You have the right to punch her back. Right? Is that fair? If you felt that she punched you in the face, I have an opinion about this that I'm going to say later, right? But we are letting you defend yourself. We're not. You're going to have two chances to land your plane, and Pearl is going to have the chance to actually rebuttal what you said. Do you think that's fair? Do you like? What do you want to do? Can we go on? I would want to make sure so everybody knows where we at.
We can move on. I think she.
Okay, go ahead, Pearl, and then we go back to the panel.
Okay, so you can tone police the simps and women that respond to shame, but you're not going to tone police me. So anyways, going back to the stats, the reason that I said that was two reasons. The first is that I interviewed 1,000 people. A good chunk of them were black women. And I just noticed that they had a propensity more likely than other races to date criminals. It's not really an insult. As I could go into details about the types of men, white women tend to date that are irresponsible. I've just noticed different trends in different communities, and it's kind of backed up by data because 60% of Black men have been arrested by the age of 25. So, you know, it's not to be rude, but I think it's more common in that community than it is other communities. In terms of mass shooters, I think you said white people are the majority of mass shooters. I would say that's true. And I wouldn't crash out on you for saying that. So again, if you want to get offended, that is a choice and that is your choice and you have the right to do that.
So I want to touch on this, and then I want CJ and Rick the ruler to pull up, and the rest of the panel. Okay, Tierney, I see you too. So coming from a world citizen, right? Because I live in Portugal right now. It's 2 a.m. and Pearl was in the UK for a while too. This is not a Black woman thing. If you go to Japan, all those women love the Yakuza until they get older. If you go to Brazil, all those women love the kid from the favela before they get older. If you come to Europe, all these women love the guys that ride on the L Angels. Like women like danger. They are emotional junkies, right? And I believe that Jazz actually pinpoints what it is when you put together people that are emotional junkies, which is most young women, and you put poverty together, you are going to get massive results. And in my opinion, this is why the Black community in the United States is hyper exposed to these situations, is because you are mixing two components that are very dangerous. Is the level of poverty. People live on a lower socioeconomic level, and they are addicted to bad boys because that's what women do. You can go to any white college and see exactly the same type of behavior that shads are getting all the women. That's the reality. The bad boy, the football star. Like we know, this is something that is a woman thing. It's just more exacerbated depending on the communities, the culture, and all that. So I actually believe that both of y'all are right on their own way. We can't, unfortunately, just be against something because it triggers our feelings. Okay, friends.
Oh my God.
No, one second, please. I didn't finish. One second, I didn't finish. You know what's funny, Tyranny? You did exactly. Tyranny. Hey, Tyranny. I have a Black Panther in my arm.
But you're not representing her.
One second, please. The pro-Black shit is not going to work against me.
Facts, fatty.
Right? The pro Black shit doesn't, because nobody.
Unfortunately.
Tyranny, stop. Like Tyranny, you can't tell me myself that I depict Black woman in any kind of way that is negative because I avoid it. But what we have to do is be fair. If she was talking about Black men, I don't think y'all will have the same type of smoke.
She was talking about Black men. She said most of y'all are in jail.
No.
And none of y'all heard that.
No. There was not. Hey, Pearl, did you say most Black men go to jail?
I said a stat. I said a stat that 60% of Black men have been arrested by the age of 25.
Is that the correct stat?
Who the fuck gets
one second. Just 1 second. Is this that correct?
You can Google it.
I know that 12%. I know 12% have been incarcerated.
But she never said that.
I will say these, right? 1 second, please, friends. 1 second. I will say these. 1 second, please. 1 second. 1 second.
It's weird.
I will say these. Hey, please, friends.
We're not even
too excited. Arrests are not convictions. I want to see the number of convictions, because arrests are not convictions. Just because somebody gets a stop and frisk, and they have arrests are not convictions. I want to know the number of convictions so I can actually understand if these women are.
You consider the exoneration data as well.
And I speak
because we
lead. Hey, CJ, relax. DJ, relax. I see you, brother.
We actually lead as Black people. First of all, we already know why that stat could be
60%
high.
pretty
Is
bad,
true.
though.
It's 50%.
I just looked up the stat you asked for.
But 100% of y'all fuck your dogs. What the fuck are we talking about?
Hey, 1 second, please. Hey, 1 second, please. Hey, 1 second. Hey, we please, respectfully, we literally are going to stop the show and close it out if y'all like the conversation became racial. It was Pearl that actually did it. Okay.
No reason.
And we are trying to figure out. 1 second. We are trying to figure out if this is based on stats or not. The fucking cousins and fucking dogs. Can't statistically prove that shit. Okay.
All right,
So what we're going to do is, CJ, what is the percentage of black men that are convicted of a crime? Not
I didn't look
arrested,
up the convicted.
convicted of a crime before at 18.
I didn't look up the convicted stat. I
just looked
most
it up.
black men are arrested by age 25. Not most, but 49% of them are. So
Okay, so but
60%.
that's irrelevant because arrest records, like we need the convictions, because you're not become a criminal because you were arrested. You become a criminal when you get
33%
convicted.
of black people have felonies.
What's the percentage?
33%.
Approximately 33% of African American adult males have a felony record, which includes those who have been convicted of crimes. I'd have to dive in deeper to find like what age group, but her stats were correct about arrest. And that might be something that people use, like, again, inflammatory statements, obviously, for content purposes. But yeah, it is 33% of adult males. So
That's not really what I wanted to address, Patty. I really wanted to say something else. So women want to control the uncontrollable, but they're going to shit test you to see, are you really uncontrollable? So if they get that control over you, they'll say, this ain't the nigga I thought he was. He is controllable, right? So that's kind of why they like chaos. So once they get there, they're kind of miserable in the fact that they like the uncontrollable. So they don't like being on either side of the fence. They don't like the fact that they like the uncontrollable, but then they try to wrestle the controller from you to see if you're uncontrollable. It's a weird dynamic. And Pearl is not wrong. Most black women are more attracted to. They have a higher propensity to be attracted to those men. I don't know why y'all got offended and expect black power. That's where this racist shit come from. Like I told y'all before, it's the black women that want us get us into this racist shit. Can I finish?
Can you coon later?
It's the black women that want to get us into this race shit.
Just let him land.
No, it's fine. It's fine. We control. Hey, Tyranny, don't mute yourself if I mute you. Go ahead, CJ.
So yeah, I think they want to get us into a war that we can't win, so they can go and be with the white man, and that's a different topic. But sorry.
Tyranny, you have the chance to reply, and then I'll get the best of the people that haven't talked, especially Big Rick, right? What did CJ said that was wrong? It's a battle of ideas. 1 second, Tyranny. Remember, this is the battle of ideas. You have uninterrupted time to prove CJ that what he said is wrong. No name calling for now. Later we can do it. Let's prove CJ wrong. Why is he wrong that most black women are attracted to this type of man?
Pearl, no, we're not attracted to them. Their men want us. That's why they really hate us, because they can't.
There was not the question.
That's it.
There was
but
not
I'm
the
proving
question.
him wrong.
There was not the question. No,
Caucasian men
Tyranny, you
love
have to be.
black
1
women.
second. I talk again. Tyranny,
Yeah,
1
she
second.
making my
Tyranny,
point
1 second, Tyranny.
Half of black women have herpes. Like,
Hey, 1 second. 1 second. No, 1 second. Pearl.
Hey, for real.
No. Hey, everybody. 1 second.
I'm out because she's here.
Now, 1 second. Stop talking. Pearl, let me ask you something, Pearl. Are you trying to get the reaction of us?
no,
Pearl. 1 second, Pearl. I'm asking you a serious question, right? Because we had you on the panel once, and Andrew Wilson was with us, right? And Andrew Wilson all of a sudden starting to do FUBU remarks and talking about black brands and all that. And I asked him, hey, brother, I see your content all the time. You usually don't talk like this. So my question is, and be honest about it, is there any of your statements you're doing today, statements that are made to trigger the crowd that you have right now?
I actually came here prepared because I thought the topic was black fatigue. So I came prepared with stats, facts, data, and statistics. I came.
But the topic is not black fatigue, right?
That's what we spoke about.
No, but is the topic black fatigue?
That's what you told me the topic was.
No. I'm asking. 1 second, please. Is the topic black fatigue?
No, hold on, Pearl. I invited you, right? And I told you already that the next topic would be black fatigue. We already addressed it. But what is the relevant part about making it about race when we're here about the relationships? Why go straight? That's twice. That's going to trigger people. And now if they start saying stuff about white people, now we're going to have a race war. We want to have the conversation and intentional about the relationships, but it is turning into race conversation instead of a relationship conversation. That's all we're addressing. We want to have the conversation, but it's becoming a race conversation.
It's interesting.
And we will have the race conversation, the black conversation. Hold on real quick, Big Rick. We want to have the black and white conversation too, but when it's said, when it's almost like it's said to instigate or stir something up, it seems like it's becoming racial. You're saying something.
What I thought was that we were adults here and we could talk about facts, data, and statistics without getting upset. Maybe we're not. I don't know.
No. If I did,
but it's not that, right? For example,
you don't
off the cuff,
just because the girls are getting upset.
No, that's not. Carl, that's not the case, right? For example, we were having a conversation about criminals, and you say, "Black woman after herpes." Like it's a very
that's true. She
like,
said that she actually brought it up first, and you guys are talking to me. She brought it up first.
No, Pearl, you brought up the fact that black women like criminals, and then when she said, "What if she said that white women like men who smell like dogs?" Then it becomes racial.
I don't mind. That's okay. I don't get offended. One side's getting offended.
So as long, but look, just know that if that happens, then it becomes a racial conversation.
Okay, so
what? You can't
talk about.
No. But what happens is if we have a racial conversation, then it makes everybody else. First of all, I don't care about how we look in regardless to money and all them things. I do care about how people respect themselves. So we should be able to have a respectful conversation without making it racial, blatantly racial.
Nobody
not being factual, making it blatant racial.
Okay, well,
y'all didn't give Pearly as much shit when she made it racial the other day with me.
Well, hey, one second. I want to hear from her and see what she thinks about what we said.
You got a good point.
Well, if I'm being honest with you,
never has a point.
If I'm being honest, I think you guys are overreacting. I think the guys are white knighting a little bit for the women. I don't think we need to get emotional because there's facts about race. And if you can't handle it, I can go. I don't mind.
Yeah, no, but Pearl, the thing is, we are not being emotional because let me give you an example of 1 second, please. 1 second, please.
I'm gonna bounce.
No, it's fine. Let me tell you one thing, Pearl, before you go, Pearl.
I'll
go. Hey, please, 1 second. So that's the thing, right, Pearl? If I was playing the same game that you are playing, I would say, you know about these things because you are the one that dated the black bum, a black homeless man, right? I would literally come out of the woodwork because I know your story.
God forbid I help.
Right? And these not black women that are just addicted to black bums. You are addicted to a black bum because that was the person that you actually dated for a bunch of years, right?
God forbid I help the homeless.
No, it was not homeless.
No, he actually wasn't, but that's what everyone says.
He was sleeping on your house.
No, it's not the full. I mean, it doesn't matter, but
yes, but my point is this, Pearl. We are treating you with respect. You can definitely touch on race. We can literally do shows about race, put the table to you, and you can do whatever you want. But if we are going to try to either get clippable moments or something like that, we know more about you than you know about us. So if you want to go there, we can go there. I take my gloves off and we can do whatever we want. And if nobody can be offended because of black this and black that, you are going to talk about the time where you were fucking a black homeless man, a fat motherfucker that you were having in your house, right?
Fatty, you're fat too. It's like
absolutely. And you have no titties and no ass. You are mad at me because I have more titties than you. That's why you're mad, right?
We could go back.
That's why you're mad, right? Because I have more titties than you.
So again, I thought we were adults so that we could talk about.
Oh, we are definitely adults. Let me ask you something. What do you think about black fatigue?
All right, so I do appreciate you guys having me on. I really do.
Can you say what you think about black fatigue before you go?
I really did want to do this, but apparently we can't do the facts, data, and statistics. Thank you guys so much for having me on. If you want to do my channel, it's just
Pearl. If we came on your show and started talking about white men and white women, you would have had a problem. That's so disingenuous.
This is Sparta!
Hey, let me and Ali handle it, and then you guys got it, okay?
Can you bring me up there real quick? Can you bring me
Absolutely, Ali. Let me and Ali handle it, and then you got it.
Never let her disrespect her.
Hey, Jess, you don't have to go. Hey, Jess, do you have two coaches? Hey, Jess, do you see, Jess? We right now lost a bunch of money, a bunch of clicks, a bunch of clout because he wasn't sitting well with us the way that she was talking about black people. Do you really think you have to coach me and Ali about dealing with this shit? We're already doing.
Okay,
So just
let's
chill.
have
It's
it.
fine.
Her, we gonna be addressing like on content too as well too, because now it's blatant that she does find ways to be racist, because there's things that she says that are actual truthful, and it seems like and CJ, I see you shaking your head, but when you have if I go on her show blatantly start talking about Andrew Wilson or Pearl, their race, their women, and their men, that's looking to race bait. And the fact you can sit there, CJ, and go like this and not know that's what she's doing, and you a black man.
I don't agree. Let me.
I don't agree.
You can respond.
Let him finish. Let him finish.
You can respond when I'm done. This does make me angry when it's this the only thing about black men that does trigger me about the fact that when black women say something, we can respond to it and counter on it, give data and say, hey man, she not true. As soon as a white woman, a white man say something, you know what?
Yeah.
That's absolutely true. That's exactly how black men are. This is the point. I'm not saying everything she's not saying is not truthful. She says some things that are truthful and needed as well too. But when you blatantly go into a space and make it about race, that is race baiting, and it does become racial, because there was no reason for her to say y'all love them more than y'all love them criminals more than black women. Stop, CJ. I said you can land after me. I don't do you like that, right? You know me personally. It's I go in her spaces and go, hey, y'all love them mass shooters. Y'all love the men that smell like dogs. If I start doing that, I'm blatantly trying to trigger them based on race. She can have the conversation and address black women and white women and all women by just speaking on the facts. This is not a platform, contrary to popular opinion, when people try to seem like we try to bash black women. That's not what we're trying to do. If you want to have a conversation, let's have a conversation. But if you're making it blatant about race, that's what they're doing. And CJ, you tell me, what was the point of her saying that black women like criminals more than anybody? What's the point of saying that? If it's not racial,
talking to black people.
No, hold on, let me finish.
He was trying to back up what was.
Hold on, Melanie, hold on, please. No,
you will have the chance to reply to Melanie.
It's crazy.
So if y'all want to have a live debate on this, after Jazz said what she said, yes, white women are like that too, but I'm owning it. What was the point of saying it though? That y'all like criminals the most? Y'all like the criminals the most? What's the point of saying it?
She's talking to black people. She was backing up her point with saying that, and we let the women. This is my point. We let the black women, get so emotional about nonsense that they get the. I answered your first question. I'm going to expound. I'm trying to expound, Ali. You got to talk for 2 minutes, and I get to talk for 2
But I
minutes.
didn't ask you that. You know me too.
I answered your question.
I said, what was the point of bringing up race into it?
She was expounding her point, and she's talking to black people.
But we were talking about relationships amongst all people.
No, we're not. That is not what we're doing. No, it's not. That is not what we're doing when we're up here talking. Cut it out.
Okay, that's right. One second. Friends, hey, we're going. 1 second, friends. We are going to have the conversation, right? So, CJ and Melanie, you can actually go next, and we can have a conversation about this. So, CJ, if I go to the white spaces all the time, you see me there, right? Mm-hmm. Imagine that I'm going there, and we're just talking about relationships overall, right? And I say this: y'all white women are a bunch of hoes because I ran through you when I was in college. All of y'all sucking dick and all that shit. 1 second, TJ. Do you think the woman on that panel and the white man on that panel are not going to feel triggered and they're not going to start talking about how black people
all the time? They say it all the time. First of all, second of all.
Answer 1 second. TJ wants to talk. Hey, CJ, we're not going. Hey, CJ. Hey, CJ. Calm down. I'm talking to you. This is not a heated debate. This is a conversation. Don't bite. No, I know, but you are too. We are calm. Like no, CJ. I don't want nobody to clip this shit and think that we are just screaming at each other. Everybody calm. The issue was resolved. Let's talk with each other. Like, answer what I said and then go quickly. Like, do you think that those people that are literally fighting every day, now they show that actually they're worse than us? They doxing each other. They canceling each other. It was the Andrew Wilson Sarah situation. They calling each other names. They robbing money from each other. Like, do you think that those people that just like us, do you think if I go to their space and I start talking shit about white women in specific, that the man and the woman on the panel either are not going to freak out or try to retaliate and talk about black people and how black people are burglars and criminals and all that shit? Like, what do you think happens?
Can I give more than one word?
And interrupted.
You steal the mic. Thank you. Most people, it depends, the people, but we got to learn how to get out of our emotions from this shit. disattach our emotions. Women are emotional, so we listen to them have an emotional break reaction to her saying black people, and now we got to jump up and defend them. She was right. We are being white knights for women and their emotions, which it doesn't make sense. She has the right to say black people are this way because she's talking to black people, and she has the right to say it. Feel me? It's not like she didn't do anything wrong, and y'all just flipped out, and y'all, I don't know why.
Hey, CJ. We actually, wait, hey, 1 second. CJ, we actually appreciate you over here, right? We actually appreciate you over here. CJ,
wow.
Did you notice that you didn't reply to what I said? What was my question?
Me or Patty?
What was my question, CJ?
Bro, hold on.
Bro, what was my question, CJ? No, it's fine. I know you have somebody over there. What was my question, CJ, when we're ready? No, it's fine. What was my question, CJ?
He distracted me. So can you repeat the question? Oh, you said if you went over there, if you went to white people, no, I got it. If you went to white people channel, I got it. I understand the question.
1 second, please.
How would they react?
Hey, CJ.
Not let me get the answer. Not let me ask the question.
You are going too fast. Slow down. We're not
too fast. You literally just asked me the question. I'm answering it. You asked me if you went to white people channels and would they react the same way that they reacted? Would you say if you said white people did this, would they say black people did this and start reacting the same way?
Yeah, would they do it? Would they do it?
They fucking might. Who knows, man?
No. So you have an opinion about black people doing it, but you don't have about what white they wouldn't do it?
It's irrelevant.
Hey, CJ, let me ask you. Hey, CJ, I'm actually going to say something to you, right? There's no show where I don't go that there's not shit. He didn't do nothing. The habitual suspects. Even on debates where I didn't do nothing racial, I didn't say nothing. We're talking about evolution. People were monkeys. Was George Floyd a monkey? Go ask OG Speed. Go ask Shilkan Ali. Every time we have a debate about something, and Andrew Wilson came on our show full of black people, he never talks about black issues like that. He started talking about FUBU, black brands, black shit that black people do. Like, respectfully, like, 1 second, please. This is race baiting. It's not that you are right or wrong, because we're literally engaged with the stats. And I said, I think this is right, but under this context, for example, you have to look at the number of arrests and not the number of convictions and not the number of arrests. But if you have a machine gun, and every time you open your mouth, you are saying things that are racially inflamed, like it's going to inflame people. When I know for a fact that Pearl, she going on the Myron Gaines route, but she's not doing this on a regular basis when she talks about white people. This is what I'm talking about. It's not because she's white. If it was Myron Gaines that came on our show and he started to do the same shit, we would say, hey, brother, we're having a conversation about relationships. You know how to act when you go to Piers Morgan. You know how to act when you go to all these bigger content creators than you. So when you come down to us, even though you might be making us a favor because you are here, you need to have some decorum and you need to talk about things in a sensible way. So you are not being triggered, the people that are on the channel, just because she was not just saying that. She was laying back, eating their Cheetos and actually making fun respectfully. If you are not as sensitive as you say you are, black women shouldn't offend you when they talk about black men too. And you get so triggered. When we are on panels and black women talk shit about black men, and let me finish, but she told me this, but Sherelle told me that, and all of a sudden, you are unbothered. The only time I saw you unbothered was when Sherelle did that shit on M Show, and I commend to you, you were calm, collected, respectful, you didn't fall for the bait, you didn't do nothing. All of a sudden, you are telling us to not be triggered. And nobody was triggered, to be honest, because we kind of...
The women were, and that's why she left, and that's why y'all kicked her out, because the women got triggered, which they usually do. They want to tell us what to be offended by. This is my point. Women have started to tell us what to be offended by.
We were offended.
No.
Hey, 1 second, please. Stop.
Don't disrespect him. Let him land.
CJ, you can finish your point. Do you think me and Ali, you know us, you know our conversations, you know when we get into it with Mr. Fantastic, with Tommy, with Anton, you know exactly where we stand. There's no woman in the room, there's no woman involved. The first time they say black fatigue and all that shit, you know what we say? Oh, so you're a fatigue of black people, but the 400 years that y'all been doing shit to black people? Should black people be fatigued about y'all? Like, we fight back no matter if the women are triggered or not. So my point is this, and you got it, and Melanie, is not that you are saying that like what we should do, is that you are painting that we are only doing this because the women are triggered, when me and Ali are known for standing on that shit from the beginning, be woman on the panel or not woman on the panel. So it's just that Tyranny is not going to weaponize us. Jazz is not going to weaponize us. Melanie is not going to weaponize us. We are not white knights. We are standing on something because, to be honest, we decided to. Me and Ali had this conversation on the back. I'll just tell this so you kind of know what's going on. Me and Ali had this conversation on the back. We were trying to work with Pearly. We were going to do a weekly show with Pearly. Okay? This is a lot of money. This is a lot of views. This is a lot of clout. We squashed it. Like, we literally don't have nothing now because we standing on the principle that we agree before the show. So I think it's very unfair that you are saying that we just did that shit because we got triggered, when me and Ali had a conversation. If this becomes too racially charged, if there's clearly a targeting or a baiting, we are going to do something because we rather stand on our morals than actually stand on clout. You can reply. I just want to point that out.
The thing is, it wouldn't even escalated to that level unless, because the women were here and they got so triggered, it escalated that far. And to the second point you made about Andrew Wilson bringing up FUBU, is it racist to relate to the audience you're talking to? If I brought up Tommy Hilfiger, if I went over there and talked to them, how they going, you're racist? What the fuck are we talking about? If I brought up some white shit when I was talking to white people, that would make sense. If I'm in a white audience,
so let me ask you something. Hold on. So you saying if we sitting at an Arab man's table, the Asian man table, the Jewish man table, any race of man table, they gonna let a black woman come in and start talking about their women? Hold on, please.
Yes, answer the question. If you talk, no. If you're talking with Italians, I'll leave. If you're talking with Italians, no, 1 second. CJ, answer the question. If there's a room, no, if there's a room full of Italians, there's a room full of Asians, there's a room full of Jews with men and women, and a woman outside of their race comes in to talk shit about their own woman. Do you
say specifically?
Yes, a black woman goes and starts talk shit about their woman. Do you think those men are going to do something?
They're emotional, no. If they're not, then yes.
Oh my God,
that lady so far fast out that room, it don't stand nowhere here, man. You being disingenuous. Just put it this way.
Disingenuous. Y'all being disingenuous.
Just with everybody.
And we didn't let Melanie speak.
Let me finish. Let me finish.
We know how to moderate our show, CJ.
I apologize.
One thing we ain't never done is kiss no. And I'm gonna say, and I don't curse really, but we ain't gonna kiss no ass, and that's for nobody. So I don't care how big of a clout somebody has, how much money they got. We not doing that. We ain't never gonna been over for that. And the fact that you can't address the fact that she came here and started going sideways, because she's gonna get addressed by our content. And as much as I say Fatty don't do, I mean, I'm fine with Fatty reviewing her every single day because she blatantly did that. But when someone blatantly comes to make something about race, to disrespect them blatantly, right. I don't hate my women. I don't hate their women.
She was defending herself.
Let him finish. Let him finish.
And this is what I mean.
Because y'all keep going back and forth and you're not letting other people talk.
Hey, Tina, one second. Do y'all know where you're? 1 second. Do y'all know where you at?
Yes. Sorry.
We are still at the talk, Daddy. I'll repeat it again. Y'all need to know where y'all at.
We love you.
Be nice. All of y'all are friends on the show. The fact that the host of the show can't even finish a thought while I'm saying, y'all let us talk. This is not a regular show, Atina. This is an emergency meeting. So let the host of the show talk, and then y'all get it. We have time.
I'm gonna say one more thing, and I'm gonna move on. The fact that you say that the black women shouldn't be addressed by what she said, but you being triggered by me just talking, and Athena, you doing it too. And Melanie,
are you talking?
Let me finish. Let me finish. I support everybody that's on this panel, and I fight for your right to speak up. I've told plenty of, hey, let Athena's finish, let Tyranny finish, let Big Rick finish, let Jack. Even I love everybody I respect. Let CJ speak. The fact that you cutting off my speech to address this and say they shouldn't have been triggered, but you're triggered by me talking, and I respect and love everybody here, it says a lot. But we gonna move on. We're not talking about this. And anybody who a content creator from now on, same thing what Angry Man did before. Hey, from now on, it's Untouchables and everybody else against. And I ain't saying against everybody else. I mean everybody who disrespects this platform or comes in and thinks they're gonna race bait or do something to this platform that takes away from it. We are going to do what's right every single time, no matter what anybody say. There's conversations I have with my brother, Big Rick. I may disagree with him, but he always on respect. I'm always about respect. I ain't got to tell him, but a few more times he respects. CJ, you the same way too. And I'll say for the most of y'all on his panel, y'all the same way. That was blatant. The race bait. We're moving on to the conversation.
You got it, Melanie. I'm about to just say this real quick. Y'all my brothers.
No, CJ, we ain't talking about no more.
No, Melanie wanted to speak.
And by the way, 1 second. Hey, friends, do you know what we're going to solve? How we are going to solve this? This is why I'm actually confused about this. Y'all know we have a show called Breaking Ground. We get 5 white people, 5 black people. We talk about this shit all the time. It's not that we are averse to these conversations. We never were. Like, we literally have a designated show to let white people come along with black people to have these conversations. It's just there's a time and there's a place. The same way men shouldn't be fighting on the ladies for the show, because it's not the time for it. And y'all say, oh my God, it's the ladies for the show. Why are you guys talking? This is not the place to do some race baiting and especially with women on the panel. I want the best of them to come around to the Athena. What is your problem? Actually, you know what? Since you are from the white, no. What is your problem?
My problem is, I was taking notes the entire time. Pearl was responding to something that Jazz said because Pearl made a statement. And then Jazz was like, oh, so because Pearl said, women are attracted to criminals. And then Jazz was like, oh, so you are attracted to criminals, Pearl. She made it about Pearl. And then she responded because Jazz is a black woman. Then she made it about race. So Jazz made it that way. And then Tyranny jumped in. And this is my issue. Y'all are normally very fair. I get that. But I'm sorry, Jazz and Tyranny are loudmouths, and I'm normally very fucking quiet.
Thank you.
Hey, man, lie. Hey, 1 second, please. 1 second, friends. Okay. So hey, Athena. Hey, Athena, I believe you.
1,000 people, a good chunk of them did, procreate and date men with felonies. That's not uncommon. So especially in the black community, if we're going to be honest.
Wait. Let me remind you again.
Go back further.
Hey, on the Untouchable Empire, we go look at the motherfucking tape. If you're right,
go back further, Patty.
Hey, CJ.
What y'all doing is fucking ridiculous.
No, it's fine.
CJ, watch your mouth, CJ. Thank you very much. I love you, brother. Let's go again. Let's go to the video. Athena made a statement. If Athena is right, we are going to shut the fuck up and say, you know what, Athena, you are right. But if Athena is wrong, we are going to correct her because that's only fair. Let's play the video.
Interviewed 1,000 people. A good chunk of them did, procreate and date men with felonies. That's not uncommon. So especially in the black community, if we're going to be honest.
Who did it first?
That was a statement.
No, it was a Tina statement. It was top. It was a Tina statement. It was I'll drop you. You'll have the opportunity, Melanin and CJ. It was a Tina statement that said Jazz made it personal first, and then she made
further enough.
But she did.
Hey, CJ.
Dude,
hey, friends. I'm not addressing nothing that you said. I'm addressing what the Tina said. Y'all have to do one thing at a time. Okay? Let's do one thing at a time. Let's do one thing at a time.
So
okay? Let's get one thing at a time, please. Athena said, okay, that Jazz made it personal, and then Pearly got it personal, and then she made the general statement about black woman. Any of y'all see Jazz throwing any insults?
Go back farther.
No, not that moment. That's not where she's.
Can I respond since he's talking to me?
Yes, go ahead.
if that is the case, and then what I remember her saying came after, then you are correct. She did start it. But I was taking notes. I was not taking the notes with the timestamps. So I have to go back and watch it. And I will say, if I'm wrong and she did not do that before, then I'm wrong and I'm sorry.
And by the way, no, Athena, 1 second. Athena, so this is what I'm talking about school shooters, right? If she made a personal statement, she should make a personal statement to Jazz. That's how things go. I go personal on you, you go personal on me. It's not, Jeremy Lin is a bad basketball player. What about all y'all niggas? Right? No, talk about me. Talk about myself. I talk about you. You talk about me. I don't talk about you, and then you talk about my race, right? Once again, I will remind you again. We are losing a bunch of motherfucking traction for standing on something. Most of your favorite content creators will never do what we're doing right now, okay? Yeah. Most of your favorite content creators will let it ride, get the motherfucking money put in your pocket, but we are not going to silence y'all. So once again, especially Melanie, Tina, if you have something to say, it's time to say it, and then we go to the super chats and go to the main event, okay? Let's make sure.
Well, I'm gonna go back and watch it later. And
Tina, my editor.
Sorry if I'm wrong.
No, my editor is taking care of it. He's taking care of it. Okay.
Freddie, I would like to say something.
Hold on, Melanie was first, I think.
Let Melanie go, because Melanie be quiet for a while.
Okay.
And Ali, I apologize for doing this. I think there's a conversation we need to have in front of people. Just for a second, then we'll go back to the show. Okay?
I just wanted to.
Why would I?
No, I know, brother. But because you wanted to move on, I just want to make sure.
I support 100%.
Absolutely. And by the way, thank you very much, brother, for standing on your words. This was talk way before we got here. Yeah. If shit goes to that place we think is going to go, there's no money, there's no business. We cut it short and we do our thing. That's what we're doing. So thank you very much for keeping your word. Thank you very much once again for keeping your word. Go ahead, Melanie and Tyranny too. I don't know if anyone will say something about this. We have a show to run, so be mindful, okay? Go ahead, Melanie and then Tyranny.
Because y'all talking about what I said. I know what I said, and I know how the conversation.
Jazz, I'll let you take it home. Don't worry about it. I'll let you wrap it up after everybody goes. You're going to have the chance to be the last word, so we can move on to the show. Go ahead, Melanie and Tyranny, and then we see that.
So I don't feel like the clip that you played of the plate of Pearl and her statement. I just feel like it was just a general statement. I just feel like she felt she was amongst Black people. So she said, in the Black community, us as Black people, we are talking about our own people. If because she's white, she can't say nothing, don't invite her over here while we're having these Black topics.
This is not the Black topic. No, but 1 second. Everybody got the script. Everybody was tagged on the Instagram post. There's a description. There's a description on the chat. The one that got away. Just because the people that are on 50 Cent and Vivica Fox are Black doesn't mean that this is a white topic, because Nico is mixed and we didn't make a conversation about Black people. We made a conversation about red pill, okay? I'll repeat it again. Just because y'all used to that shit, the Untouchable Empire is not a Black channel. It might be Black first, because there's a lot of Black people here, but it's not Black only. Okay, this was not a racial issue, and Pearl knows exactly it wasn't, because she knew what the topic was. Okay,
but what I'm talking about is where we were.
Why? What's the point of saying 50% of Black women got herpes?
Exactly.
That's when shit. That's what I'm saying. You guys are missing me. That's when shit got too far. But her original statement saying, especially in the Black community, she's not wrong. I was not offended by that.
What was said?
Hold on, though.
But I'm going to hold Melanie. What was said by a Black woman for her to say that 50% of Black women have
Jazz started taking it personal. She started saying, so Pearl, is this your experience? So is this what you do? Pearl was talking in general. Jazz tried to target her, and Pearl did not bite.
So what's that?
No, can I please defend myself? Because I was the one who said it. No, here it is. Here's what happened.
She wasn't finished. She wasn't finished, though. She wasn't
DJ,
finished.
it's ladies first, nigga. Shut up.
Melanin wasn't finished.
Ladies first. Be quiet.
Melanin wasn't finished.
Hold on, AJ. Hold on.
You know, 1 second. Hey, 1 second. Hey, 1 second, please, friend.
We're going to do this again. don't act like we don't forget who disrespect who. Like it ain't like even if she says some goofy stuff, you don't come here just disrespecting men. So Tyranny, don't start going crazy just because she did that and we supporting y'all. We supporting what's right. We not supporting what's not right. You calling him a nigga and stuff like you going crazy.
No,
There's
CJ hates black women and it's apparent.
But it's not about you. No, but it's not. Hey, Ali, 1 second. Hey, 1 second. Ali, you know what I said to Tyranny? This is straight up Tyranny. Did you check your messages on IG? Read it. Go read it.
Okay, you and I.
No, read now, please. Read it, Tyranny. What does he say?
It says no race talk.
And then what I say?
You can do it. She brought that up.
Okay, so this is why we are showing it. We're not biased. The conversation was not about race. I know Tyranny goes hard on race. I sent her a message saying, hey, Tyranny, no race talk. She brought it race, and I said, never mind, you can do it. She brought it first. Like, is the appropriate? Like, we're letting people actually have it. I'm just saying respectfully, the same way we lost control of that panel with Andrew Wilson and Tommy and Angry Man and all that shit, where that shit literally, we know this panel will literally go ballistic. Y'all understand that this will be reviewed by every content creator. Pearl versus Jazz, race involved, Tyranny talking shit. Y'all understand that we stop a massive show because we want the best for the people that are here. Like, y'all understand that? Like, to me, it's confusing. Why are you fighting so hard for the right of a person that is clearly race baiting to offend you? That's not the type of environment that we have. It will be if it was Fetty show, because I'm a little bit more risky, but y'all know the timing of the show. I even got to it with Tommy. Hey man, because I didn't like the tone of the conversation. Like, how all of a sudden y'all don't understand that there's a time and a place for a conversation, but the conversation was not this day. I promise you, I will invite you for the breaking ground. Y'all can invite Myron Gaines, Pearly, CJ, all the people that Melanin, so y'all can talk shit about your own people. I'll promise you. I'll let you go, and y'all can have it. I just don't understand once again, if there's a person that is clearly race baiting, why do you fight for other people's right to offend you on your own house when the conversation has nothing to do with race?
Can I say this real quick and I'll pass it back to Melody? So y'all know I love y'all, man. I don't mean to disrespect y'all on your
own
show.
You just hyperactive.
I don't be trying to control it on y'all show. Y'all know y'all got the control.
No, I just don't understand. Ain't no race of men and women gonna let you talk. I don't care what anybody say. We the only ones who allow that a lot of times. Ain't no other race of women gonna let y'all sit at the head of their table and start talking about their people. Nobody. We the only ones that allow that. We'll sit at the table and they're a black man to do it, or let the black man disrespect, or it could be the reverse. We're the only ones that do that. You're not sitting at a Jew table. You're not sitting at an Asian table, Hispanic table, and start talking about their men and women. Even if you're right, they're not gonna let you sit at that table. So we shouldn't either. Even when we right, we can have the Melanin. I'm saying I ain't gonna say she was wrong because we know the data. Fantastic. Then let me finish. Melanin, can I finish? Can I finish, Melanin? And Melanin, you on TikTok too, and you don't like the men and women even to disrespect each other and do that. So I don't even understand why you don't understand what I'm saying now, because you stop when men and women are going at each other. She was blatantly stirring up the pot for them to get mad. It had nothing to do with that.
Hey, pause. You see what I'm talking about, Pearl? Come on, man. You see? Black people have been talking shit about us in institutions we created for 50 years.
And how y'all gonna take up
1 second, please. Everybody quiet. So, respectfully, so you think he's a get back, right? You think this is, by your comments right here, you think this is a get back. So black people be talking about white institutions, so now you have the right to get back. The problem is you didn't go far enough. Before those 50 years was 400 years of other things that y'all were doing to black people. Right? Before Jim Crow, before, like, there was, and I know Mr. Fantastic, do you want to actually come in and have the conversation? Y'all can decide where the clock starts. You can't just pick one moment in history. Look at black people complaining about white institutions. The same white institutions that were repressing black people, not giving them the right to vote, not giving them loans, gerrymandering and redlining, making sure that their schools weren't funded, making sure they didn't have, like, the same institutions, all these institutions. Respectfully, if you are going to do the Myron Gaines thing, Pearl, I will find people, then there's a lot of them on this space that are ready to have the conversation that you want to have. And I guarantee it's not going to go the way that you want to go. So if you want to do it, right? If you want to do it, if you're still on the chat, doing what you do, I guarantee you, pull up, I will set the table, I will make sure I'll get the best of the best. And then when you start with your race baiting shit, we're going to see if you're right or wrong, okay? But this is not the space to do the shit. This show is called Vivica Fox versus 50 Cent, the one that got away, talking about woman regrets when they actually leave somebody that they love behind. This is not about Keisha and STDs and all that shit. You can go to Andrew Wilson and the Crucible for that bullshit. Go ahead. I forgot. Shit. Yes. Okay. Go ahead, Melanie. Uninterrupted. Uninterrupted, please. Uninterrupted.
Yeah, and I went back. I got the facts, but go ahead.
So this is based off of her commenting on how far it's going. Whatever I'm gonna say looks like as if I'm defending things that happened after. All I'm saying is her initial statement when she said in the Black community, especially in the Black community, I took no offense to that. Okay, we are more baby mamas than we are wives. Okay, you don't have to sit up here. We don't have to get offended over everything. As soon as she said that, Jazz instantly went to trying to attack. She tried to make it personal. She even said mass shooters and all that. Pearl didn't argue with her. She said, yeah, in fact, you would be right. Fatty, that's when you stepped in and said, if we're going to take it there, they're going to go there. She said, okay, like, well, that's fine then. Let's go there. Everything that happened, like, past that point, I'm not involved in. All I'm trying to say is her initial statement when she said, especially in the Black community, I was not offended. Yes. We are not more wives than baby mamas. Like, if you shouldn't be.
No. Wait, 1 second. Let her finish.
We have to sit on this for this long. Everything else that happened after that, y'all good. But what I'm saying is, I don't think that's where she was trying to start, like trying to take it where it is now. I don't feel that way. But y'all know better than me.
Absolutely, Melanie. Are you a baby mama? You don't want to answer? No, one second. You don't want to? No. This was to make a point. You don't want to answer because that's your boundary, and I respect that. I just want to prove that Fatty and Ali have their boundaries. The same way Melanie has her boundaries, and she doesn't want nobody to talk her personal life. And every time somebody comes in and violates your boundaries, you say, hey, lady, stop talking about her personal life because she's not making it personal. We have boundaries as Black people. Call me Teta, call me foreigner, call whatever you motherfucking want. You come on my space, try to raise bait, I will smack you on your motherfucking mouth. I don't care if you're telling the truth or not the truth. Is this the topic? If it's the topic, you can let it ride. I will answer to that. I will never let my feelings override the facts. But if I'm having a conversation, you start with most Black men being arrested. Wait, there's not a difference between arresting and convicting. Black woman are therapies. Like you are striking and laughing. It's not that she's having a serious conversation. She was giggling on the back while I was actually putting myself. She likes this shit. She was loving it because she wants a reaction. We saw her on the back laughing and gargling. So respectfully, if this was a serious issue and she was actually serious, like I said, we have a platform for that. It's called Breaking Ground. We can bring these white people and have the conversation. If I see you throwing shots and then laughing on the back because got him, and I know what's going to happen, she's going to clip it, go on X next to those motherfucking neo-Nazis and white supremacists and see Black fatigue. Look at these white people. Look at these Black people triggered. If you know we are easily triggered, why are you trying to trigger us? If we are gangsters and murderers and all this shit, why are you coming inside of a Black space and try to actually get the reaction out of us? It's like me. Let me just say this and then you got it. It's like me saying the KKK is violent. They lynch Black people and they do bad shit to Black people. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go on a KKK rally. Black power. Fuck y'all. What is? Hey, you know that white people fuck kids? You know that white people fuck their cousins? I'm going to Mississippi and I'm going to say that shit on a KKK rally. What is going to happen? The reaction everybody's going to say.
Hey, don't y'all try to get
I gotta go. Oh, you have to go now? Pussy. I appreciate you, Steve. See you later.
I want to say I love y'all, man. And, y'all niggas are wrong. Y'all are wrong as hell.
No, we are not. We are.
Right.
Hey, we are not wrong for standing on our boundaries. You can agree or disagree, but our boundaries are exactly these.
Hey,
if
CJ,
you don't like,
Fatty, hold on, please, CJ. Fatty does race conversations and political conversations. Why would it be weak? That's not what the conversation was about. So
and he's a part of them.
We already love the race conversation. I would invite everybody for the black tea conversation. She tried to force that, and that's what we got. That's not what we were talking about. We
can't be this emotional, man.
There's no emotion. It was a logical decision.
Right, man. I agree with Melanie. I think
it was not emotional. Hey, CJ. How is it an emotional reaction when me and Ali talk about
the women had an emotional reaction and y'all had to cape?
I was talking. Now I ask you a question. You have to be fair, CJ. Okay.
Hey, you know what?
I ask you a question. Hey, CJ, if you believe us, you believe us. How is that an emotion?
I don't know why white women even date white men, because they be trafficking each other anyway. You know what I'm saying? They be molesting little kids and stuff. And too, why white women dealing with white men? Like that sounds crazy that you even think that they would tolerate that if I would sit down. And that's true. They're trafficking people. So
not at a high rate, man. That's just
may I please reply? May I please reply?
No. I want 1 second. 1 second. Wait, 1 second. I want Melanie to finish her statement. Tyranny, Jazz, and then we go to the main event. I'm glad that Fantastic did this. I see you, CJ. I'm so glad that Fantastic didn't saw what happened, because if he did, we were going to stay for more 30 minutes.
All right, man. Y'all be easy.
Go ahead, Melanie. Finish it. And Melanie. And by the way, Melanie, we truly appreciate